Anthony set the time wrong, didn't he? Hello, everyone. Hope you're all doing well tonight. It is Danielson going up against Okada for both titles. Let's talk about that. And Will Osprey going up against Ricochet. This is the peak. This is the peak. This is the peak.
This is the hardcore legend, Mick Foley. Well, hello and welcome to Give Me a Hall Yeah. I hope everyone there, right there in Yorkshire, is having a nice day. Bang, bang. Have a nice day. Yeah.
Bang, bang. Have a nice day. Hello and a very warm welcome to the Give Me a Hall Wrestling Podcast. Hope you're having a great day, a great week, a great month. Thank you so much for joining me. We are 30 seconds away from Dynamite being live. It is all happening. I'm going to tell you the matches real quickly. There's a couple of decent matches on this card, I'd say. We've got Bryan Danielson versus Kazuchika Okada, Serena Deeb versus Britt Baker, Will Osprey versus Ricochet, Hangman Adam Page versus Juice Robinson. That, to me, sounds like a freaking great card. So let's get straight into it. We are 9, we are 8, we are 7, we are 6, we are 5, we are 4, we are 3, we are 2, we are 1, and we have not paid our subscription. Only joking. Oh, it's packed at the start. Someone bought to be paraded around? No more. Who's a lion? Yeah, okay. He's talking to Wheatley Uter, I think. He's still the same guy. So's Mox. Mox has got a scar on his back. This is your home. It feels like the BCC is actually something again. Oh, slushy, Vor, Marina, Shafir wants a slushy. Blueberry, raspberry, please. What do you want, Mox? A blade slushy. Here we are, Mox. He's going to have that belt. There'll be casualties. What gift are we going to get, Mox? A slushy. A universal gift from him. Go out on his shield, die warrior's death. On your home soil. You'll be buried in your backyard, peacefully, beautifully. Why is he going after Danielson, man? Why is he turned? I'll say hello to everyone in a sec. I relieve you of duty. He's sending Daddy home for good. Daddy's coming home, baby. Well, he said Danielson, but, I'm over it. I like Daddy. Daddy's coming home. Hello, how are you all doing? It's Dynamite time. It's Wednesday. Thank you all so much for joining me. Do us a solid. Hit that like button. Let's get into some comments. Hello there, Jack. How are you doing? Lovely to see you. Hope you're doing well. Hi, guys, says Nemes. Hello, my dude. Hey, all, says Mippler. Nice to see you. 5 years of Dynamite already. Time flies when you're having fun. I know, right? And we've had some bloody fun times on here. News concerning Taz. Is he all right? Are we all right, dude? 5 years of AEW Dynamite. The angel of my nightmare. And it's so late that he isn't in time. Yeah, man, I am. Oh, it's Ricochet versus Will Ospreay as our first match. Let's freaking go. Let's go. Let's pour up my coffee. And then we'll get into it. It's a 16-minute time limit. It's for the AEW International Championship. It is. Is Mark here? Negative. Ricochet is coming out. That's right. The pinnacle of Ricochet's career in AEW is about to happen right now. Really don't know why they're doing this match, my friends. Don't mean to be negative, but this is too big. This is way too big for TV. Way too big for TV. Let's get this stream on so I can do a poll. How about that? Because I know some dude will want a poll right now. It's 5 years since Dynamite started. How cool is that? How cool is that? Happy birthday, everyone. Not that it's our birthday. How many streams have I done? I've done about 200 odd streams, I think. It's been very cool. Start a poll. Who wins? Are you ready, my love? So I've got a friend here to celebrate 500 years. He's brought cake. He's brought jokes and laughs and humor and all sorts of wonderful stuff. Say hello to my friend. It's only bloody Dan Reed joining us on the Give Me a Whole Yeah Wrestling podcast. How you doing, Dan?
That's how I'm doing.
That's how I'm doing. Are you all right, man?
Yeah, I'm all right. You know, up all night. Got a show this Friday. So why not watch some AEW whilst I'm also working, eh? Hey?
Nice. Hey? Why not? Why not? You are quite quiet. I don't know if it's just on mine because we haven't done a setting check.
Am I? I should be fine.
Yeah. Let us know if you can hear Dan. Let us know in chat, my friends.
Sorry?
Yeah, just saying, let us know in chat. Dynamite's 5, Ant's 50. Screw you, Jack. Don't know until 1 a.m. time, so he isn't late. That's right, man, myth, legend. I am never late, Dan. I'm never late.
No, you're not.
The boss can never be late. Love you, Ant. Oh, really? He's got a minute.
You're finding the message, yeah?
Oh, I know, right? Dan sent me a message. He's like, dude, you set up your stream 12 minutes early. Dan's streaming, and he's like realizing how the thing's gone up, and he's like, I'll sort Ant out. I'll get on in.
I literally was live streaming me voice messaging you. Real great content I was delivering there.
Sorry, love. Well, how about you text instead? Oh, dear. Cool. Ricochet versus Dan. Not Dan.
Ricochet and me. Well, Ricochet can carry me to a good match.
I think he can carry anyone, can't he?
Exactly.
Is this the pinnacle of Ricochet in AEW?
The pinnacle of Ricochet in AEW. That's a loaded question.
No, man, I just think this is way too soon. I just think this is ridiculous Tony Khan booking that he does all the time. We've seen it with multiple people that he's brought in, and it pisses me off.
Well, here's the thing, right? I can see an argument for doing it now. It's clearly a cover story to the bigger story involving Will and the Don Callis family. So,
yeah, I agree. I
assume that finish-wise, I could see them switching the belt onto Ricochet because of Don Callis family interaction. I could see them also doing something that leads to Ricochet and Will teaming up to face the Don Callis family. You know,
okay.
Because who wouldn't want to see Will and Ricochet against Takeshita and Kyle? Or do you know what I mean? So I could see there being some sort of schmozzy finish where maybe Will wins, maybe Ricochet, but there's something attached to it. I don't believe we're getting a clean finish in this match.
Okay.
I believe this is a vehicle match to set up. So whatever we get from Will and Ricochet. It's the 5-year anniversary show. He wants it to feel like a pay-per-view. I completely get that. He's starting off the show with that as well. So the idea, obviously, I'm going to assume is hope that, keep those people. Opening match is just as important as your main event because you're literally setting the standard for the rest of the night.
Yeah.
And so, if you can't get them with this, then what can you get them with?
That's right, man. No, I agree with you. And we've seen it multiple times over the years with AEW Dynamite. Jake says it's been 5 years since the first Dynamite. Feels like yesterday. Kind of does, doesn't it? I mean, we had we all sat at home for a long time during it, which I think makes everything seem shorter, doesn't it?
Yes.
I like this card, to be fair. Mate, I mean, it's an amazing card. It's just, I think it's too much, but we'll see. Beautiful stuff there from Ricochet vaulting out. This is them two showing what they can do, isn't it?
Well, here's the thing. It's not just that they're showing what they can do. Is they're telling us the story about them effectively being equals.
Yeah.
If there's anything you can do, I can do. This is them trying to one up the other. Look at the looks that they're telling on their that they're giving us. That they're giving each other.
Knowing how to tell a story.
And they are going to play off the fact that there's that history of them in Japan. The match that went viral, that ended up even on American news.
Right. Wow.
I
remember the match in Ireland
with Vader.
Yeah. I remember the match in Ireland in the bar.
For OTT.
OTT, yeah.
Yeah, the big match, because was their junior match in New Japan, which because it caused such it caused an opinion. Yeah. That match was AEW before AEW.
Yeah.
It caused a strong opinion. I mean, hell, like it led to a lot of people, saying that this is embarrassing for wrestling. Meanwhile, the coverage that it was getting, it was only those wrestling fans that think that they're old school vets and have fallen for the podcast, like Cornette and Bischoff, and the whole thing's a gimmick, but those fans aren't even smart enough to realize it because they're too busy getting worked.
If you're negative about everything, but then in the same vein, you can have the exact opposite where you're absolutely positive about everything.
you can, but at the same time, it's like all of the coverage that Ricochet and Will got, because they got a lot of real media coverage. It was all positive.
Oh, right, cool.
And
it was different to what was happening in mainstream at the time.
Exactly. Oh my lord!
Hurricanrana off the barricade. Let's go, Ricochet! And it's the hidden blade. I've really liked AEW the past month and a half. Hopefully, it keeps up the good work tonight. I even watched Collision on Saturday, which I can't believe. Did you enjoy it? Was that the Saraya match? Did you watch the Saraya match versus Jimmy Hater match? I forgot about that.
I did not know.
I need to watch it.
I struggle watching wrestling on weekends.
Snap. It feels like our time off.
It's generally like my film time. So
Yeah, man. Dabby says, yo, Dabby. Sorry, Dan.
I was going to say, I did 8 films over the weekend. I did 5 films.
You are nuts, man. You are nuts. You are nuts, and I love it.
I love movies. I love storytelling. What I love about wrestling is storytelling. I love the wrestling, of course, because without great wrestling is part of the great storytelling. You're using moves for dialogue.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Juice Robinson and Hangman. Look forward to
it. Yeah, man. This is a really short card, but, that's good, in my opinion. Give me 4 matches and let's just have them good.
Deeb and Britt Baker, because, of course, they're in Pittsburgh, I believe, tonight.
Right. Private Party back in action, actually. That wasn't advertised.
The reboot of Private Party continues. MVP has an announcement.
Do we assume the BCC will get involved in the Private Party match again? I assume so.
They're using the BCC to get Private Party over more, aren't they? So,
Yeah.
We need to go over by association. It's still good for them.
We need to talk about this AEW World Title versus AEW Continental title later on, Dan.
Yeah, when the Continental title is only on the line for the first 20 minutes.
Yeah,
so I'm assuming this match goes more than 20 minutes.
Which is all they're telling us, but it's it's just bullshit, man. I don't need to know the finish. Just don't put the Continental title on the line. That's fine. If you're giving us that finish, it's fine.
Oh.
It's enough to say I'm getting Okada and Danielson, and I'm just like, that's cool. Great clothesline. And another. God damn, that's selling.
And the thing is, it's like he bumped a 360 from it. But the difference between him bumping that first one and him bumping the second with a 360 is Ricochet followed through with it. So it made sense. And that's what I mean.
Yeah.
It's physical dialogue.
Yeah, it's I can do this better than you. But we're on a level.
And there we go. Exactly that.
Yeah.
With the Tiger Mask kicks there.
Oh. Spanish Fly. Christian Cage is going to come and say that Pittsburgh Steelers lost last Sunday against the Colts. Nice, Reggie. Nice. He certainly is. Daz Reynolds, welcome, my friend. Big up. Who do you think turns up first, Kenny or Copeland? I think
Daz
Copeland.
Just come from the youth stream. Good to see you, Daz.
Oh, welcome, Daz. Nice to see you, man.
Ryan
Thanks.
Flames as well. Good to see you, Ryan.
Oh, cheers, Ryan. Appreciate it, my friend. I appreciate everyone. behind Ant is the actual forbidden door. It certainly is, man. Look, Dan's going to come through that corner in a minute. One day we should do it, Dan. We should do it, man. I'll do this. You can come through the door and I'll just do this. Oh, shit. No, wrong one.
Sorry, Kenny or Copeland?
Whoa.
I'm going to say Kenny, but I don't know. I haven't asked.
No. 5 years flew by. It certainly has, my friend. Just jumping right into this episode. Nice to see you, Jeffy boy. Hey, Ann. Hey, Johnny Gigi. Hey, John, says Daz. Why they're doing this match on TV, and as the first match, it should at least be the main event. Your main event is the title match between Danielson and Okada.
It's logical that it's the first match. And the thing is, it's like, this is where people, like, if people want to talk about it from a business perspective, then they got to understand that this isn't a business of a wrestling show when you're watching it on television. You're watching the business of a television show.
Mm-hmm.
And you want to catch them at the start. You know, like generally the start of a show has some of the highest viewpoints of viewing because we want to see what's coming up tonight.
That's
so
right. And as well as coming from the last show.
The opening match is just as important as the main event because you want to start off strong because you only got one opportunity to make a first impression.
That's right, man.
You want to end strong because that's going to be what people mainly talk about, once the show has ended.
That's
and
right.
What people judge. How many times have you seen a great wrestling show and then a finish at what was the pay-per-view? The AEW did the pay-per-view with the exploding barbed wire match. And it was such a great top-to-bottom pay-per-view. But all anyone spoke about was that finish to the exploding ring match.
Oh, my dude. And not just that, it was a brilliant match until that point.
It was a great match. But that's the problem is like, all they spoke about is that. So the first match and last match, they're your most important, and you have to think about the business of TV. You got a guy that's fresh into the company in Ricochet, a guy that any person that's a WWE fan checking out AEW for the first time or still getting used to it will at least know against Will Osprey, one of AEW's top guys, an exciting guy. Like this match ticks a number, definitely an AEW guy. This match ticks so many boxes.
There we go. Will Ospreay's got 64% of the vote right now, Dan.
Yeah, no, this is a tough one because 64%, that's not a lot that can do, really sure.
Definitely. Hey, Ant, there was the kiss between Carmen and Shante. It did happen. Johnny Gigi. What? No way. They're also doing Okada versus Danielson tonight. Also feels like a pay-per-view match indeed. Hey,
it's a pay-per-view style show. They want this show to feel like a pay-per-view style show on free TV.
Certainly is. And I love Hangman Page and Juice as well.
Give us the Iron Jungle guy. I've forgotten what their name is. Against,
Jack Perry.
No. The Iron Boulders or whatever they're called. Iron Savages.
Steel Savages? I don't know.
Something like that. Like, they're good. Don't get me wrong. I really like them. But, that's not what this show is. This show is a 5-year anniversary celebration. This is a pay-per-view on television.
Indeed, man. Indeed. How are you? This is going to be a good match. I think the special episode, though, 5th anniversary of Dynamite. Some say AEW been gone for 5 years. Gone in 5 years. They were wrong. Yeah, they certainly were, man. Hugely wrong. Not just that. I mean, it's outlasted WCW, hasn't it?
No, it hasn't outlasted WCW.
I think it's outlasted the.
It's outlasted Nitro. No, it hasn't outlasted Nitro.
Oh, is it not? I thought there was had some record the other week.
No, Nitro started in 1994 and it lasted till 2000 or 2001. So it lasted 6-7 years. WCW itself, really was from NWA, and it started being called WCW really late at 89, 90.
Oh, was it not on the original Starcade WCW?
No, that was NWA. NWA.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. WCW was basically NWA rebranded, but not. It became its own thing.
Dan the Wizard says Mippler. Dan dressed as the Action Man this evening for us, Dan. Thanks, man.
Comrade Dan.
Oh, I'm trying to think of a Sergeant Slaughter joke, but I ain't got any. He's late and his face. What you got? Oh, you've got your little toys.
Toys.
Your dolls.
Cheeky shit.
Is that a Barbie on your side? Why is there no hog pen match? Hi, the Alpha Ginger. Happy 25th birthday to my favorite AEW superstar, Sky Blue. Sky Blue's 25 today, Dan.
Wow.
Does that make you feel old?
Oh, I mean,
wow.
Oh, they just did the spot. It's like when you see your favorite band, play your favorite song. I'm surprised they didn't go to the camera angle, though. Oh.
Incredible.
And that was beautifully done because the idea was like Will was so in that moment that he didn't see Ricochet run around him, only to then hit Will's own move. It was like, it was him like, man, don't try to fucking show me up.
That's right, man.
I'll hit your own move.
That's right. Osprey trying to hold on to Ricochet's leg, but Ricochet looking defiant. Oh, defiance!
Rope.
Who do you think you are? Jack Perry. Here he goes, going up to the top rope.
Ricochet going for a shooting star, going for that 630. What's he going for? Neither. Lands on his feet. Oh, that was beautiful.
Oh, man. It was so last minute, Dan. Oh, spinning pile driver.
Ricochet through a pile driver.
Oh, 2 count.
Beautiful.
When Christian Cage comes out, he's going to be talking trash about Pittsburgh. His dad's a Pittsburgh fan, Reggie. Nice, man. Oh, I bet he's upset. Admit it. Of those 8 films, how many were Frozen Empire?
Of the 141 films that I've seen this year, 20 were Frozen Empire.
I think it was 8 this weekend. Did you go see another reshowing of it?
I saw Frozen Empire twice last week. One of which was on Sunday.
What? Is it not out on DVD yet?
Yeah, but at 4DX, they did a 4DX week where they showed a bunch of older, they did a re-release of films in 4DX.
That's cool, man. That's cool. AEW is a better place with Sky Blue in it. It certainly is, man. She's doing good work. Oh, caught by the stun dog. Looking for the hidden blade. Hope her ankle is well soon. Me too, Norma. Typing is difficult with the cast on. You look after yourself, Jackie.
Oh! Oh my God!
What was that?
Into a Stars Clash.
Stars Clash 1, 2.
No.
Kick out, man. Do you think Tony has an announcement? Says Daz. He's always got an announcement, and they're always underwhelming. Ozcutter. Tony's been Shazamming. The barbed wire deathmatch was Revolution 2022.
Wow.
Time ago. Tony does love his big announcements. Hard to believe he would let a 5th anniversary show without an appearance. Indeed, man.
Maybe. I don't know. He's not so big on putting himself, on these days,
Yeah. I don't know. He's kept himself away from big shows before. He tends to just announce it. He tends to announce it on random shows where he makes it a massive deal. Where's Darby? How come no Darby on the card? Well, he lost to the fight last week, so I guess he's
oh, bitchin'!
The hidden blade.
Ricochet own hidden blade and now going to the top.
Let me hit the live button. Shooting star press. That's it, isn't it? 1, 2. Oh. Yeah, I feel giving the Ricochet the title makes sense, Dan.
Well, they're in a real tough position because you don't want either losing.
No.
That's exactly. Why it needs to realistically be a backdrop to another story involving the Callis family.
Like the video, all right, Jack's other rest, absolutely.
Yeah.
Even the stump.
And now Ricochet's going for that Devon driver. Poison Rana.
But he lands on his feet, up, delivers his own, telling the story, whatever you can do, I can do better, but then smashes his head off with a hidden blade.
Wait, both shoulders are down. 1, 2.
Oh.
I told you, didn't I say at the start? Some sort of I don't think they're going to keep this as the finish, though. I think they're going to do something from it.
Both shoulders were down, my friends. You can't have a pin with both shoulders down, can you, Dan?
A draw.
I don't mind it. I mean, I know the fans are all booing, but we don't see draws very often.
No.
And it goes into
and
the
they didn't want to
story.
do 60 minutes.
It goes into the story.
I think they're going to restart the match. I don't think they're going to. I think we're going to get something else.
You think Tony Khan's making a cameo? Oh! The referee pantomime.
Yeah.
Oh man, this is cool.
There you go.
Next week on AEW Dynamite. I mean, it works, doesn't it, Dan? Look at the audience, man. They're in it.
And both of them have a pinfall victory over the other now.
Yes, and it tells that story. Not
in the books, but visually, we've now seen them. As Ricochet. Oh, I still think we're going to get something else finish-wise.
Okay, cool. Meeting with kicks together, Dan. Hidden blade again.
There it is.
Takeshita. Yeah, let's go, boy. Beat the shit out of Osprey. Let's go. Let's go, Takeshita.
I'm just going to say it. My prediction was that this would lead to Will and Ricochet against the Don Callis family. And I think that's what we're getting.
I don't mind, Dan.
I'm good with it. I think
yeah.
Ricochet needs a story to go into.
I think Takeshi needs a story to go into.
They all do.
This is
what you do with wrestling.
Take the microphone. No, he's taking the belt. Screw the microphone. Oh, give him the belt, man. Give him the belt. Let's go.
Man, I'm good on this.
Hi, Anthony. AEW going through 10:30. Is it?
And listen, yeah, apparently it's got a half-hour overrun.
Oh, right. Cool.
So, yeah, hey, I'm all right with this visual.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, there's big heat on Takeshita. The crowd are chanting asshole.
Yeah, man. Yeah. And that's the heat he needs. Saying that, I mean, I thought we was going into Takeshita Okada. I mean, that's why they were building. She's money, Dan. She's money.
Yeah, she is.
We haven't seen Mercedes for a while, actually.
Okay, I'm gonna let you talk this through for those who are joining us but aren't watching at the same time.
Okay. Mercedes Moné wants to be a small part of AEW Dynamite history. Here we go. She's showing 5 years of Dynamite's best moments right here, Dan. 5 minutes. Oh, big business.
5 years, and it's all going to be Mercedes Moné.
It absolutely is, and I am all for that. I'm so glad she turned heel.
Do it. Tell that story.
Indeed, man. Who does Danielson drop to, says Jackie Boy. I don't know.
Who does Danielson drop to?
I think Hangman Adam Page would be a good call.
Yeah, I mean, I would like it to be a heel, personally.
Yeah.
You know?
And someone that you want to have that legacy as well.
Well, someone that you believe will be able to carry on some really interesting stories going forward. I don't disagree. Hangman would be is a really
I can't
good
really
point.
think of anyone else, if I'm honest.
I don't think now's the time for Darby. I don't think Darby beating a babyface is the right
I agree.
call.
I agree.
MVP on screen, giving Mercedes Moné his card.
Which might be a good thing, actually. He can talk for Moné. It's probably a good thing because Moné's like a bit of an awkward performer, like in the talking promo aspects.
We're getting a promo package for Ishii and Jericho, recapping their match from November 2022.
Nice, man.
I mean, I can't believe that was nearly 2 years ago because I remember that.
Jeez Louise. I thought it was the other
week. That was 2 years ago when Jericho was the Ring of Honor champion.
There we go. This match is why I love wrestling. It was great. It's a draw. It certainly is. No, Osprey won. That's bullshit. How can you lie on top of someone and not have that pin count? Well, they were telling the story of there was both outmatching each other, Deanna. So I get it.
We've had it with German suplex pins and small package pins and all sorts, and I've even with that same pin where, Osprey's on top, but his also shoulders are down and Ricochet's got his arm across, so technically you have got two pinfalls going on.
You've also got that story of them two going into a team now where you've got no definitive winner between the two, which is story all over.
Unless we're first setting up a triple threat or a four-way.
We don't. I mean,
my take on multis versus, I like multi-tags. I'm not a massive, three-way, fan, triple threat fan.
No.
But with
5 more minutes, says Reggie. Sorry, go on.
No, please carry on.
No, I'm just saying 5 more minutes, says Reggie. They still have Takeshita attack after the match. It certainly did, but it made Takeshita look like a bloody star. Yes, Mikhail. Welcome, Mikhail. How are you doing? Johnny says, is All Out 2021 your favorite AEW pay-per-view of the last 5 years? Negative. No, it's not.
I think the thing about the AEW pay-per-view names is they're still not entirely ingrained into my brain. So when people say the name of a pay-per-view, I have a hard time of remembering what that specific card is.
Yeah.
So I can't tell you what All In 2021.
I'm going to tell you what All Out 2021.
All Out. Sorry, 2021. I couldn't. I wouldn't even be able to tell you what the main event of All Out 2021 was.
It was the pay-per-view where Paul White defeated QT Marshall.
Oh well, yeah. Thanks for
clarifying.
Thanks for making that one so clear for me.
That was the sub-main event as well.
What was
main event was
with Stadium Stampede?
No, this was no. That was 2020. Kenny Omega with Don Callis defeated Christian Cage by pinfall.
Oh yes, the TNA title. TNA. No, that was just the AEW title. The TNA title match was on the TV, wasn't it?
It was. It was on the first Collision. That's correct. Rampage. First Rampage. That's right. CM Punk defeated Darby Allin. Chris Jericho defeated MJF. Lucha Bros and Young Bucks. I remember that being a good match. Of course it is.
Yeah.
Satoshi Kojima was against
Satoshi
John Moxley.
Kojima.
I don't remember that.
What was this? Who was Kojima against?
John Moxley.
Satoshi Kojima and John Moxley. Oh, I think I do actually remember that match, yeah.
21 Women Casino Battle Royal match. So Ruby Soho won by eliminating Thunder Rosa. Don't remember that. No, this seems like an entirely forgettable pay-per-view, actually, out of the rest of them. I remember that tag match being amazing, but the Young Bucks and the Lucha Bros had some amazing tag matches. I think it was CM Punk's debut, wasn't it? So there was a lot of...
That's right. It was. Yes.
So that was a big deal on that pay-per-view. Jericho and MJF was in the ring for ages, weren't they? There was, and Jericho won. So they were just in that feud forever.
Oh my gosh, sorry. I've just seen that Cineworld got tickets already up for Heretic. And I'm all in on that.
Dan is all in on Heretic. Why? I guess it's a DQ. It certainly is. Reggie, it certainly is, my dude. 2021 All Out is when Danielson's debut was, right? Yeah, that's right. After the main event, it was Danielson's debut and Adam Cole's debut. Yeah, no, I wouldn't say that was my favorite pay-per-view. I mean, I think that surprise at the end was really cool, but
it was great. Yeah. No, Danielson and Adam Cole, wasn't that the TV show that they did from Grand Slam where they did that, or was that the pay-per-view?
It was the pay-per-view.
Oh, right, okay.
It was the end of the pay-per-view. Fave pay-per-view, Forbidden Door 1. Forbidden Door 1's a good shout. It's a good shout. It was very, very solid. But the problem is I couldn't necessarily remember any of the individual matches. Go on, guys. Get in your comments. What was your favorite pay-per-view? I really like the first All In.
Right now. Oh, Hangman beating up the Bang Bang Gang.
Of course he is. Because he's going against them heels, Dan. Hangman's just on a rampage. Love it.
I thought Bang Bang Gang were villains again. I thought they turned on who were they in a faction with? The Acclaimed.
Yeah, they turned on him, didn't they? So yeah, the heels. Yeah.
All right then.
Have they? I've missed if they've announced the announcement with Taz. Let us know in chat if they've done that because they
haven't done that.
Taz announcement.
The Redwood Big Bill is here for TV time. Oh my gosh!
We've got the set. That's good set, man. Top quality. 5 years.
That is a set.
I love the sponge stapling they've done on the trees. It reminds me of every primary school production.
Oh, it's great.
That's great. Renee Paquette still looks stunning. She absolutely does. That was Ruby's debut. It certainly was. Chris Jericho, the Learning Tree, coming out right now. Would you like to learn under the Learning Tree, Dan?
Would I? What and who now?
Would you like to learn from the Learning Tree?
Would I like to learn from the Learning Tree? Yes, I would.
There we go. AEW Revolution 2022 is what Johnny says.
I need to know the card.
That was the one. I think that was the one with the Young Bucks and Kenny and Paige. I think.
I remember there being a pay-per-view that had the Texas Death Match on it between Mox and Hangman, which I gave 5 stars. I thought that was incredible match.
Great match.
But I remember thinking that whole pay-per-view was tremendous. Which, to be honest with you, I think there's only been one pay-per-view, AEW pay-per-view, that I was disappointed by.
Which one was that?
I think it was last December's pay-per-view.
Wrestle Dream.
No, December, not Wrestle Dream.
I thought they did Wrestle Dream in December.
No, Wrestle Dream is in October. That's why we're getting, that's why it's.
Well, no, yeah, that's why it's the next pay-per-view. Yeah. I'm so happy to see Bill getting TV time. He's come so far. This is good for him. Thank you, Chris Chance from the crowd. Mikhail's got tomatoes for him. Hammond Page still sucks. No, he doesn't, Reggie. He rocks. My favorite pay-per-view was the first All In. I think that might have been mine. I thought that show was brilliant.
Which one? The first All In. Yeah, it was a great show. I was, there for it.
Now let's stipulate. You're talking about the one in London? Is Miplet talking about the one in London, or is he talking about the first All In?
Well, that wasn't an AEW show, so
I suppose, yeah. But yeah, I thought the Wembley one was outstanding, man. Like top to bottom, just really good.
It was, but honestly, I think this year's Wembley was actually better.
I didn't at all. No.
I can see why someone wouldn't, but I was big on, I thought the whole thing was great.
I just thought there was a couple of matches that didn't live up. And I don't think the build in some of the ways was great. Mind you, the build for the first one wasn't great. MJF versus Bryan Danielson Iron Man match is my favorite AEW match to date. It's a good match. A really good match. Full Gear, Jack says. Yeah, Full Gear 2020 was great. That's a really good pay-per-view. That was Kenny Omega and Mox.
Full Gear, yeah. I mean, the thing is, right? AEW pay-per-views are just generally outstanding always.
Well, they are, yeah, they are. I know 21 was Hangman, Adam Page, and Kenny Omega.
Oh, we've got Jericho calling out Mark Briscoe. Jericho calling out Mark Briscoe to an ROH World Title match.
For Wrestle Dream, Dan.
I'm up for that.
Yeah,
anything that gets Mark Briscoe on television more, I'm all in on.
Yeah, man, and in singles, I think that's really cool as well. I'm not a huge fan of the conglomeration. I get why they're doing it in terms of they've got way too much talent in AEW. But
like I say, I'm just give me as much Mark Briscoe as you can on a TV show, and I will watch every single second of it.
The one in London says Meppy. Yeah, it's one of my favorites. I love that one. I love the first one, man. That was a good match, but I'm not a fan of Iron Man matches at all, says Jake. There's been some good ones in AEW, I feel, but I know what you mean. They can go on long, but there has been some really good ones in AEW. Don't feed Briscoe to Jericho. I mean, this makes sense, Dan, doesn't it? Because you can have all the faction fights eventually and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, but Briscoe, I think Briscoe deserves to be in with the guys like Jericho.
Yeah, man.
He's an engaged, and Briscoe is a character. And not just a character, he's a likable, engaging character. Man.
But he also wrestles like his character as well.
Oh my God, yeah, everything about Briscoe is just outstanding. I love him. I do. He is he is an incredible an incredible performer. Everything about him works. It makes sense. Yeah. And everything I say, he's engaging. It's just no one talks like him. He's consistently him as well. No one can say he's like anyone else because he's not. There is only one Mark Briscoe. If you want to watch Mark Briscoe, you have to watch AEW.
Have you? Oh, your sound I can hear. That's all right.
Yeah, you probably hear a little bit of my sound.
That's all good.
It won't. Don't worry. It won't impact the stream.
For the last 4 decades, this man has been one of the influential, hottest professional wrestlers on the planet.
Jericho, that's how Mark Briscoe is talking about there, obviously, and he's right.
Yeah, man.
I mean, this is. I think this is a long segment, but Mark Briscoe being in a segment for a while with Jericho, that's no bad thing. Again, anything that's going to get Mark Briscoe more opportunity and time, I am all in on.
Nice, man. Monet versus Britt All In 24 was a sellout at the toilets. Yeah, it wasn't great, was it? You was backstage during that match, weren't you?
That was a weird camera shot that we just suddenly went to.
Maybe your brother Jay could have.
Oh, wow.
Oh, there we go. Bringing up Jay.
Jericho saying, you can't beat me. Maybe your brother Jay could have.
Wow. Instant heat. That's cool.
Wow.
You'll never be as good as...
Oh, wow. Everybody knows. The key, though, was him going, everybody knows you'll never be as good as Jay. And then he paused and said, was. This crowd, is this getting the heat that it deserves? Is there a little feeling of uncomfortableness?
I don't know, Dan. It kind of felt a bit stunted, really.
In what do you mean? Sorry.
It didn't feel like the sort of charisma that Matt Briscoe normally has, and it didn't feel like it had. It felt all very one level. It felt like Matt Briscoe had a lot of notes to hit, and he was more focused on that as opposed to the sort of chaoticness that his character normally comes with.
Right, I hear you.
Is what I'd say. So even when he says, you know, you get my brother's name out your mouth, I didn't actually really feel any emotion in that, and there should have been. That should have been.
I did in that
Did
part. Yeah, I did in
Right.
that part. Yeah.
Right.
That doesn't mean that you did. That doesn't mean I'm not trying to say. Therefore, you should have. Do you know what I mean? Because that's the thing about wrestling. You know,
Yeah,
or any
maybe
kind of
the
thing.
emotion was there, but if that was there constantly, then it didn't. To me, there wasn't a change. Is what I'd say.
Right. Okay.
The pay-per-view I didn't like was the MJF lost the belt and Adam Cole was the devil to Samoa Joe.
Was that? Yeah, I mean, again, I don't remember the rest of the card because the thing is that makes AEW shows pay-per-view so incredible is just generally the cards top to bottom are incredible.
That's it. Yeah, it tends to not be about one match.
And that's the thing though when I say about like how important those main events are because you know I think that they were just referencing was a main event result that they weren't a fan of.
John Moxley has been the MVP. I think that's very difficult to argue with, Johnny.
Yeah, I think John Moxley has been. I think it's easy to argue that John Moxley has been the MVP there since the start of AEW.
Yeah, man. Who's holding up the switchblade? Moxley.
Say that again, sorry?
I don't know who's holding up the switchblade. Is he just talking about someone on a bus?
Oh, my apologies. I didn't hear myself.
That's all
He's
good.
definitely talking about Mox, yes.
Oh yeah, it's interesting. It's almost like he's playing into the Joker character from the movie.
Which one?
The original Phoenix one.
Right.
He's talking about three kids on a bus and stuff like this, and he's basically describing the scene that happens in the Joker. So is putting our mind into something else so we can imagine what it was like to be there. It's quite clever. Looking forward to the Joker, Dan.
Looking forward to
the Joker.
Oh yeah.
Darby wants an open challenge.
For Wrestle Dream, was this?
Yeah. He's got nothing left to lose. I use it to buy Dan a t-shirt, but All In 24 had a few 7 stars and 6 star. Nice, man. Briscoe is all around underdog. Everything he does is authentic and draws you in, says Deanna. Yeah, man. Yes, he is, yeah. I prefer Anarchy in the Arena over Stadium Stampede. I
which
prefer
one?
Stadium Stampede. Anarchy in the Arena is the one where they come out fighting to the music.
Right, okay. I mean, I like
both. That Stadium Stampede was great, though.
I mean, I loved the first Stadium Stampede with Hangman on the horse, the Bucks doing the never-ending Northern Lights suplex across the field.
Yeah, man.
You know, that was great. That was great.
The golf cart.
Just the whole thing. It was great. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Matt Hardy changing characters.
Yeah.
Mark was smooth, but not coming over like he could be, but he's coming. Yeah, I'm sure it will, Deanna. I'm sure it will. Hey, I'm happy he's on TV, and I'm happy he's in this feud, to be honest with you. I just, I'll say it as I say it, and then when I do say, like, that was amazing, you'll know that I'm being truthful. Do you know what I mean? MVPs, Mox, Darby, and Tony Storm. Oh, interesting. I don't know that Darby's been in MVP. I mean, he's kind of not. Tony Storm's interesting because it was a very for a very strong period. I mean, you could argue Swerve was as strong in that period though as well. I'd say. Are you going to see the new Joker movie? Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm seeing it on Sunday. That'll be my 100th unique film of the year.
Nice. I love the fact Dan's film stats here, everyone.
This is why people tune in.
This is why people tune in. We got 19 people. Do us a solid, hit a like button. This is my dude Dan. I don't know if I've introduced him. He's a wrestling promoter. He owns a promotion called Pro Wrestling Eve. It is banging. It is an incredible show that has all women wrestlers, incredible talent. And, all of the best has worked through there. Like, Serena was the very first champion. Tony Storm, some of the best work I've ever seen her done was in Pro Wrestling Eve. So, yeah, and as well as the current roster, which is outstanding, Dan. One of the best rosters you've had for a long time.
Yeah, I'm really glad. Just the 3 announced matches for this Friday's show is, Nina Samuels against Alex Windsor. Of course, we've seen Alex Windsor in AEW. That's the main event. Nina Samuels, the youth champion, undefeated in singles matches for, 2 years against Alex Windsor, undefeated in singles matches for 10 months. This one, you got Millie McKenzie. If anybody watched NXT UK, they'll know her against Rain Leverkusen. That's going to be great. Rain's back in her first singles match since being injured for over a year. International match. Ayame Sasamura from Japan is over for Eve this Friday against the debuting Lucy Sky. So big match for both of them. It's 2 debuts in one match.
Wow.
Then you got Operation SAS, Session Moth Martina, ZZ. Yeah, it's I'm really looking forward to this Friday show.
Mate, it's a banging show, let me tell you.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, I will be watching it when I get a chance over the weekend. It will be a hell of a show. Anthony, I'm going to watch it October the 12th. Man, Alex Windsor and Nina Samuels, are you kidding? Let me tell you guys, one of the best matches I've seen this year, and how amazing have all the Will Ospreay matches been, by the way, this year.
I know, because Will's, for those that don't know, Will's a producer for Eve as well. So
he is, yeah. But they also have freaking amazing. Like, if you was to do your top 10 matches of the year, you could probably do it with Will Ospreay matches. However, there is one other match that stands out to me, and it is a Pro Wrestling Eve show. It's the Charlie Morgan and Alex Windsor, which was outstanding, man.
It was absolutely
outstanding.
Yeah,
and I think you can watch it for free on your channel as well, can't you? Now, if you watch it with a commentary.
I intend to, release that match as a sole single release as well.
Wow.
Wow, the popcorn bucket gets smashed over Hangman's head, and he's left holding part of the bucket still as the rest went flying.
Nice way to get to the ring, Dan. I'm going to watch it on October the 12th on Saturday. Nice. Yeah, Wrestle Dream is next Saturday night.
Robinson, remember, Juice was injured for a long time. So
he was, man.
Juice Robinson get a high-profile singles match because Juice is a talent.
Hell yeah, man.
People overlook because he's such a strong character. I worry that sometimes people overlook him, himself.
Yeah.
As a standalone performer.
Well, hopefully we can see that in tonight's match. Wrestle Dream is next Saturday night. Who do you guys think it expects? I think Shane. Expects what? Tonight? I doubt it. You'd have seen it last week, but I don't think. I mean, I don't know. Mox's promo about overcoming alcoholism early 2022 in dailies with Chef's Kiss. Yeah, man.
Mm.
I'm gonna watch a new Joker the 12th. Yeah, you've got to vote, my friend Hassan. And are you going live for Wrestle Dream? I believe so.
When is it?
Next weekend.
Next weekend, huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna try my best. I think Becky might be coming down, so I just need to make sure she's up for it. Basically, hey, love. Do you know I've hardly seen her this year, Dan. It's been awful. No
I
time.
understand.
And then I started a new YouTube channel, Dan, which is doing really well.
A new YouTube channel?
Yeah,
that's so through and sent on.
Yeah, beautiful.
Juice.
And the roll through. And he's so charismatic as well, dude. So charismatic.
Just the way he controls, like, he's so good. He's better than I think fans realize, because I don't think they've seen as much of him. Do you know what I mean? As perhaps they should have.
Yeah.
And as he does the corner 10 punch, and the thing is, it's like hold on, he says, and then bites Hangman in the corner. So charismatic.
He is, man.
I
He
honestly
is.
think, whilst he's a great heel, I do think there's a hell of a baby face in him.
Yeah.
Because
Oh,
of
hell yeah. Hell yeah.
because of how
Oh, dude, though, can
charismatic
you
he
imagine
is.
him versus Matt Briscoe?
Oh,
Wow.
my lord. Yeah.
That'd be like, poor. And then you could go into a tag team with them two or something like that. That'd be cool as shit. That'd be cool as shit. Yeah, my new YouTube channel, Dan. I hit 300 subscribers today.
Fantastic. What's the other channel again?
Grim Sim Labs.
Okay, explain.
I play simulation games. I play like Storage Hunter Simulator, really boring shit that'll put you to sleep. I play it on that channel, and I've gone to 300 subscribers in just about a month since I started it.
That's fantastic. Absolutely
I know, right?
outstanding.
Isn't
Yeah,
that
that's
amazing?
great.
I mean, it's been about a month and a half, but I hit 300 subscribers today, so I was so proud of myself.
No, and you should be. Great job. Great job.
Thanks, man. I can't wait for Wrestle Dream on the 12th. It's my mum's birthday. Let's go, Hassan. You can treat her by watching some wrestling with you.
Exactly, you can.
And eats raw eggs. No, I don't. For Darby's Open Challenge. Oh, Bifflet thinks for Darby's Open Challenge, Shane. Oh, shit. Yeah, that's a really good shout, actually.
No.
That'd be really good. No, that's exactly what you want. You want a stuntman.
Yeah,
and
no, that's not happening.
everyone's going to be thinking it, Dan.
Well,
Everyone's going to be thinking it.
They're silly to think it.
My match of 24. Sorry,
Shane is 50 what?
Yeah, they just need to set up some silly spot for him to do. That's all. That's what they do.
Shane was doing that for his dad. He ain't doing it. You know, Shane as a character, yeah, maybe. Shane as a kill yourself wrestler, absolutely not.
You set up a silly spot and you make it look like it hurts, and it doesn't really. He goes through a pane of glass, but it's not real glass. Yeah, you know it'll happen, man. That sort of crap when he comes in. And then Darby will do something that's actually stupidly ridiculous.
I think people forget how old Shane is.
Yeah. I saw Shane McMahon live, Dan.
I probably have as well. I've seen so many shows.
Yeah.
Like,
WrestleMania 39. I was there for him versus...
Is that the one where he blew out his quad?
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
Poor sod.
I know, right?
Yeah, terrible thing to happen.
Big suplex there from Juice Robinson on time and Adam Page.
They're having a really good match.
Yeah, of course they are, man.
They're having a really good match.
Crowd out is into it, though. I mean, it's one of them where you haven't had the build, is it?
Well, I also wonder how many people are just like watching. And I sometimes think that with AEW, I don't think the crowds aren't necessarily into it. I think there are some things that they don't get into because the results, you can make an argument that you kind of see where the results going, and that will therefore make you struggle a little bit more. But I sometimes I think that the audience is just, they're just watching. They're just enjoying.
Yeah. Bad Blood is next Saturday. It certainly is. Dan's live streaming it, I believe, on the channel. Not this Dan, our Dan.
Oh, thank goodness. I was going to say, that's
I was just signing you up for something. That's a rib.
Yeah, I was like, holy sweat. It's like, I do not think so.
Happy 5 years, babes. So that would be the juicy chicken, Robinson and Briscoe. I love it. The juicy chicken.
That would be great. That would be great.
Of course it would. But it's hard as well, isn't it? Because it'd always be compared to the Briscoes, so it's hard to put Mark in a tag team like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It would be cool. It'd be a great pairing. I don't care for Darby's open channel, says Johnny. Fair enough, my dude. What's been your favorite hardcore match in AEW? Johnny, great question. I can give you Dan's answer already.
Go on.
It was the one that you just mentioned. It was
Hangman.
Swerve and Mox. Hangman and Mox, that's it.
Hangman and Moxley, Texas Death Match. Yeah, I probably would have to be that one because the thing is, I've seen other great hardcore, matches there, but that one for me was, that was outstanding. There was one other match that I saw that I thought was going to beat it, and then there was a spot in it, and that kind of took me out a bit. But yeah,
was that Swerve and Hangman out of any chance?
Was that the Death Valley driver onto the cinder block on the outside?
Yeah, it was there. Yeah, I agree, man. I'd say either that Mox and Hangman match was phenomenal. But I'd actually go with Full Gear, Kenny Omega, and John Moxley personally.
I don't remember it, sadly.
Oh, mate, it was banging.
Oh, I'm sure it was. I'm sure at the time as well. I was probably saying this was, next level shit. Do you know what I mean? I can imagine, and it's just my memory.
I'll tell you another. I mean, if we're doing hardcore as just general stipulation, another great one was Omega and Joey Janela ladder match.
Yeah, I don't remember that either, I'm afraid.
It was on Dark.
Oh, blimey.
Yeah, man. And it was insanely good.
I don't doubt it. I do.
Derby Open Challenge, it'll be Dom. Going to get going. Good night. Got theatre class tomorrow. See you all soon. Thanks for joining us, Miplet. Have a good night, my friend. Thank you so much, my dude. Checking he's okay after the exploder into the corner. Free USA shipping on orders over $150, Dan.
Okay.
$150.
That's quite, for $150, you better give me free shipping.
Here we go. He's got him.
Powerbomb from Juice to Hangman. Stacks the pin.
I'm happy they've wrestled this match, Dan. I was kind of worried it'd be a little bit of a squash just because they haven't had much story going into this.
Yeah.
But they've had a match.
I do think everyone's largely just thinking Hangman's winning this. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's a big AEW problem, I think, Dan. I think that's why we were so engaged in the first match. Because
there was doubt over who was winning that.
Yeah. Holding on to Aubrey. He went with a low blow, going with a buckshot. But that can't just be it, Dan. That can't be it. You can get the pin, but he needs to punish Juice now.
You're thinking the segment will continue longer?
Yeah, I certainly do. Because Hangman had no sort of real comeback apart from the end.
So has the Jeff storyline ended?
They had the match on Saturday. I mean, Hangman obviously won, and there was all in the ring. But I don't know if it's ended or not. I haven't seen the match myself.
I love Jeff, so I'd love to. I wish I could have seen it.
Well, you
and
can
I think
watch
you're
it on
right, 'cause
Triller
look, he's
TV.
taking his belt off.
Here we go. Yeah, you've got to have the. There was no in that match. There was no.
So are we setting up for Hangman versus Jay White for Wrestle Dream?
Oh, that'd be cool. That'd be cool. But again, it's weird that they've just suddenly faces. Here we go. He's hanging Juice Robinson. Oh my word! And there's your visual.
Yeah. Here comes.
Yeah, you was
Switchblade.
right, Dan.
I mean, Jay White versus Hangman is a very Wrestle Dream match.
Yes. Here he is.
Good reaction for Jay White as well. And this will be a great match.
Hell yeah.
I didn't know that Jay White was off injured, to be honest with you.
Yeah, he was off for a while, yeah.
Oh, I just didn't know that it was because of injury.
Yeah, I think I remember the time. I can't remember what it was from, but I did hear that it was an injury. But there's certainly... Well,
there's a table there.
What?
Why is there a table?
What was set up on that table, Dan? Gouging the eyes.
Why is that table there just propped up like that?
Oh, you know, Dan. Oh, you didn't know? That's why, Dan. That's why.
There was nothing behind that barricade, so, that was so hard to do.
Yeah.
Bless them, because that would have sucked because there was no pressure to go against. It was just sliding and
Just
breaking. My word.
But that's why the table was there. It was saying, "Don't use this barricade. Don't use this table."
Oh, is that what it was? Was it?
Yeah. It was a barrier for the barricade. Is what it was.
Oh my gosh.
Jackie Boy is back. Imagine the next Texas Death Match. He uses a weed whacker. Wow. Ouch. Everyone feeling great tonight? Reggie, I'm feeling good. I'm with you guys. You've got all you watching, hanging out with us on a Wednesday as we do every Wednesday, celebrating 5 years of Dynamite. And I'm joined by my good friend, Dan. I'm a very happy bunny right now, my dude.
Was I too loud? Sorry.
Hopefully we get Jay White versus Bryan. Yeah, I mean, it'll be a great match, but I think you're building Jay into a face right now, so I don't know.
Yeah, no, they've blatantly turned it baby.
Yeah. So I kind of don't want him to just flip-flop too much with that character. I think he needs... Jay White in AEW needs that a little bit more consistency, I think. There's Jack Perry in his van. Love the van, man. I think that's so good. That's so cool.
I do too. Shibata and Jack Perry.
I didn't hear what his phone said.
For Wrestle Dream. And Jack Perry attacking Shibata now.
He certainly is. Renee getting out of the way with a...
Oh, he's broke his phone.
Oh, the phone's gone. The phone's gone. The sound's been a bit shit tonight, Dan.
I haven't had any You sure that's not on your end? Because I haven't had any problems.
Yeah, no, that section there had a low hum in it for no reason.
Oh, did it?
I mean, it was backstage, yeah. And it they didn't pump enough. That was from Full Gear. Or before Full Gear. That was a build to Full Gear, that one right there. And then they ended up using glass in the match where they had Kenny locked into a sharpshooter and crawling through glass to get out of the ring. It was just insane.
Oh, yeah. Now you say that comes... Yeah, that comes back to mind, yeah.
It was like the first time... It wasn't a hardcore match, actually. It was the first Lights Out match. That's what it was. And Jeff, who joins us on the channel, it was the match that got him into AEW.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. And he wasn't a wrestling fan for years, and he still doesn't watch WWE these days. Thank goodness for Jay White. Yeah, man. I mean, I think it's a good feud. Like you said, like Dan says, I think it's a Wrestle Dream feud. I think that's a good one.
It's very much a Wrestle Dream match because,
Yeah.
Jay White, obviously New Japan, history there. Hangman was also in New Japan Pro Wrestling as well, and you're going to get a great match.
Absolutely.
No doubt in my mind, this is going to be another one of those pay-per-views where we are just raving about all of the individual matches.
Oh, yeah. I need to go to the toilet quickly. Do you mind covering for a second?
I can cover for a second, absolutely. Just so I know, where were you up to on the comments, or had you covered everything?
I've covered everything. It seems like after all out every 2 weeks we've got a special. Yeah, there's been a couple in a row, hasn't there, Dan? It's hard when you're doing these massive shows because you quickly build in like what we just said with Juice Robinson and Hangman Adam Page. Like that match should have had more fire to it.
You'd have liked to have seen more, a louder fan reaction. It certainly, definitely deserved a louder fan reaction.
It certainly did. Right, I'll be back in 2 ticks. There we go. I'll see you in a minute.
You don't know Jack saying Britt Thunder Rosa was a magnificent hardcore match. It was a very brave hardcore match as well, because television networks do not like violence against women. And I know this because I've had to deal with television networks before personally. So I'm talking from first, experience. And Eric Bischoff actually backed me up on this also. Television networks do not like violence against women. They do not like women bleeding. So it was when that Britt Baker Thunder Rosa match happened, it was a real statement of support from the network to AEW and how they did that as well. So again, another reason why it's good to not get drawn in on the anti-AEW narrative that exists on social media and in podcasts, which is just a work. The podcasts are just a work, because anyone that knows anything and understands the business, knows people in the business, can see the success and the support that there is from the television network to AEW. Johnny saying the Britt Baker t-shirt caused a big uproar. I thought that was I don't think it was that one. The blood one didn't cause an uproar. If I remember correctly, the Britt Baker t-shirt that caused an uproar was the one where it was just her with like a black eye or something along the lines. And there were some people that felt that I don't know if there was any wording along with it, but I remember that shirt caused some uproar. I don't think the Britt Baker blood, like the Austin tribute shirt, caused any uproar.
Now then, was it an Austin tribute shirt or was it the Gene Simmons tribute shirt?
Well,
it had Britt in the kiss rating, didn't it?
No, I'm talking about Britt covered in blood.
Yeah, I'm sure. I thought that was a kiss one.
But that was very much, I say a tribute. Obviously, tribute's not the right word. Homage, I should really say. But that was homage to the Austin in the Sharpshooter Blood from a Stone t-shirt.
Yeah, the one that you're right. The one that you're talking about was the black and white one with zero context and a black eye. That's
right.
Yeah.
Okay, who we got on screen right now?
It is Danielson. This is AEW's World Championship. 5 years. Are we getting a final countdown again tonight, Dan?
For a pay-per-view style show, yes.
Me and you have wrestled twice. You've won one, and I've won one.
Here we go. The blow-off between Okada and Danielson happening tonight. Continental Championship is only at stake for the first 20 minutes.
Your title's only on the line for the first 20 minutes.
That Britt Baker t-shirt caused a big uproar. It certainly did, my dude.
And I wouldn't want it any other way.
Danielson's career is on the line, and he wouldn't want it any other way. This is for you, baby. There we go. Could we have that 5 turn into a countdown for Christian Cage?
Say that again, sorry.
Do you know the 5 that they've got on the screen? That's Dynamite 5. Can we just have it like turn into a countdown for Christian Cage? The terrible towel, a Pittsburgh original. Britt Baker is coming out, and she's coming out in the crowd.
Well, babyface, and she's in her hometown.
Yeah, man. Johnny says first 20 minutes, slap in the head. I know, right? I hate it. I hate it. Can we get some lights on that camera, please?
Looks like a good house tonight.
Yeah, man.
And now they're going over that hardcore match that we were just talking about.
Yeah, I agree with that. That was my favorite match of that year. That was outstanding.
It was outstanding.
It was we even said at the time, like that was you. I mean, don't forget that was in a stay-at-home era as well.
Yeah, the pandemic match.
It was, and that was a match that, like Lita and Trish, will inspire so many women wrestlers in 10 years' time.
Did we watch that match together?
We did, yeah, man. And that was really special to me, Dan, to be watching that with you, actually.
Oh,
really special. It was, it was.
I remember I did my own little video that I released afterwards. I actually got some traction, and Rosa actually messaged me afterwards because she watched it.
Right.
Well, I spoke about that, and I spoke about the things that I mentioned on, a stream about 5 minutes ago.
Yeah. No, it was outstanding, and I do. I was really like, that was a cool moment for me in these last 5 streams of the past 5 years, watching that with you, because obviously you are, huge to the women's pro wrestling scene, and to watch a match that's that influential and that or future influential, as well as being so fucking good on TV with you was epic to me.
Oh, well, that's very kind of you. I had fun.
Well, that was when you'd first started joining us. 2021, man. Jesus.
Yeah,
Christ.
I didn't realize it was 3 years ago neither.
Yeah.
But what is time, man? What is time?
Yeah.
Serena Deeb, Britt Baker. Really like Britt. Really like that color on her as well. I know it's the Pittsburgh colors, but it really does suit her.
It does. You're right, man.
I think only Kingston has the black and yellow, obviously in his Kawada tribute colors.
The only other one I can think of is Deonna Purrazzo has the yellow and black quite a lot.
Oh, does she really? I didn't realize.
I'd say so, yeah. I mean, I associate her with it. I don't know if it's because it might be the picture on my women's GM mode, man, and I see that a lot, obviously.
There's really nice tech, chain going on here.
Sorry, I'm just writing out a bit.
Just, interesting there that Britt dragging Serena into the middle there.
Johnny said maybe we get Mariah versus Britt at Wrestle Dream. It seems that way if we've got Mariah in the crowd right now.
Yeah.
It certainly seems that way. And what better way to do an angle in front of this crowd? Like, you're going to get some real heat into that. So,
but it's a shame because I would have thought that, Wrestle Dream would have been a perfect time to have Mariah against someone from Stardom that she had wrestled during her time in Stardom.
Right.
Because Mariah has a history, obviously, it's where Mariah really learned to, work and get better, albeit, in a different kind of setting. The Japanese scene is a lot more rehearsed than the US or the Western scene.
Unless he was to do Mina Shirakawa, which I think there's
a long-term build.
There's a long-term build to that.
Yeah.
I disagree with you, and the reason for that is because it doesn't feel like she's an AEW champion at the moment. And so actually going against someone like Britt, who's your sort of homegrown AEW star, I think helps Mariah go on that reign and makes her feel like an AEW champion. Okay, at the minute, she just feels like a hangover from a Tony Storm story.
Okay, but let me put this to you. Bearing in mind what the conversation that what you said earlier with regards to results, if you was to see Mariah May versus Britt Baker this early into Mariah May's championship reign, you know, and the fact that the way you're talking about it like it's a done deal, that Mariah May would beat Britt. So therefore, what is your actual engagement levels for that? Because you're going into a match that you know the result of, and how much is someone really over from winning matches that you know are illogical for them to lose, as opposed to winning matches where you don't know who was going to win and who was going to lose. So if this match would have been, let's say Britt versus Mariah would have been Mariah's 5th pay-per-view defending as champ instead of first or second.
I get what you're saying. I see exactly what you're saying. I mean,
like, how much more over do you get from them winning that match if you already understood that it was a business decision for them to win that match going into the match already, as opposed to getting that feeling of not knowing and getting that feeling of seeing who won the match?
I personally think if you was to go against someone from Stardom, you would be running into the same issue of obviously knowing who's going to win.
Yes, but you haven't sacrificed Britt.
You haven't, but I feel there's that many women now in AEW that it's okay. And also I think out of the stories we've heard, and I don't know the details on this, I think it's good to test Britt at the minute a little bit as well and see if she's ready to play ball with something like that, because there's been a lot of rumors, but they are just rumors.
They are. I would have no doubt that Britt would be exactly what you would, want and expect and hope. Can you just take me off screen for just 2 ticks, please?
Of course I can, my friend. Of course I can. There we go. Dan has gone. There we go. Britt over. Elbow strike. Takes it down. And Serena Deeb. Can I get a vote, please? You got one, Hassan, my friend. Who do you want Monet to face at Wrestle Dream? Oh, I don't know, man. I don't know. So what are the feuds? It's interesting what Dan was saying there. And he's got a great point. Who do you want to see Mariah up against? I mean, if we get Britt at Wrestle Dream, which it looks like we're getting, who do you want to see her go up against next? I mean, and that's what I sort of mean. I think I think Jamie Hayter should maybe take the championship offer. I think but before then you've got Thunder Rosa, Deonna Purrazzo, potentially Mercedes. You could do that if you wanted to. I don't know if they will. Willow, I think, would be a great shout for her. So, Nigel, please be quiet about the Pittsburgh Steelers. Oh, is he going on about him, is he? What's your favorite AEW storyline so far in AEW history? Great question, Jakey, baby. Great question, my dude. Favorite storyline? I think Tony Storm's was great. I think Tony Storm's was really well done, really well told. I think Swerve and Hangman has been for the ages. And I think Kenny and Hangman was outstanding. I'd probably say in terms of AEW history, and I don't know if it's just because it's more recent, but I'd probably go Swerve Hangman. I think that is a feud of the ages, you know. When I think about great feuds of the last 10 years, like that's one of them. And and I think that had like that and it's still I don't even think it's finished yet. And I just think it's been excellent. So it's hard not to say Swerve Hangman. Kenny Omega beats John Moxley for the AEW title. Yeah, man, that was a good story. Ant's beautiful face, belt collector. What in like when he won the TNA? Yeah, that was an exciting one. Yeah, honestly, I'd go Swerve and Hangman. I think when I think back of like the best feuds of the last 10 years, I think of like I think of like Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa in NXT. I thought that was outstanding, So I'd probably go Swerve and Hangman, yeah. CM Punk and MJF had a good story and feud. Certainly did, yeah. Very good, very good. Some good matches as well. Cody versus John Huber. It was good. It was good. Just I suppose it didn't have it didn't go on as long as it should have done. Introducing my dude Dan. He's back. Hello, Dan. Welcome back.
Hello. Thanks for having us back. It's been a good, solid match. This.
It's been all right. I'm surprised the crowd aren't into it more with it being Pittsburgh.
Well, I think again it kind of comes down to like they know the result.
Yeah. She's got a glove on. It's a yellow glove tonight, Dan.
I think if anything, it's where one of the aspects of WWE and the fact that we know WWE will do more schmoz finishes than what AEW generally will do. Mm-hmm. And I think that in some ways, and I'm not defending because I like cleaner finishes.
Yeah.
But so I'm not defending WWE, but I think that's one of the reasons why, in some ways, people get more into the matches. Crowds are hotter for WWE content, is because they're not so sure of the results because there might be some schmoz attached to it. Maybe they're just really hoping for a clean finish in some of those matches.
They do a lot more 50-50 booking as well, I'd say as well.
See, I don't think they do that still, though, do they? I know, obviously, that was at Vince.
I don't know. Sorry,
the Vince era was very much a 50-50 booking.
Right.
But I don't believe that's the same now.
Okay. For me, it's the Kenny Omega Adam Page story. Yeah, man, I thought that was great. Cody versus Dustin. Cody versus Dustin was a great story for a great match. You're right. You are absolutely right, Diana. That put AEW on the map. That was outstanding.
I think if this was a match where Serena Deeb had come in as champion, I think the crowd would be losing their minds right now.
Yeah, probably, man. Probably.
I really do, because I think the crowd would be like, "Oh my god,
is Britt going to win?
Is Britt going to win the title? Or if Serena Deeb had been on, a big run on television, getting wins, and do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, definitely, man.
Or if there was just something else, just mid-attack. But I definitely think if Serena was a champ going into this match, the crowd would be going insane, and we'd be talking.
They certainly would.
Very highly about what we were seeing. And I think we'll be talking very highly about what we see, about this match tomorrow as well.
I'm very surprised, Dan, that Serena Deeb's not been a TBS champ, to be honest with you.
Well, I mean, it's funny because like the TBS, it's almost, you saying that, is it's interesting because it's like looking at like AEW, the AEW World Women's title is on Mariah May, but the TBS title is on Mercedes Moné. But we would absolutely say that Avalanche, Kryptonite Crunch there.
Jesus.
But Mercedes Moné and Mariah May, you would absolutely say that Mercedes Moné is by far the bigger star.
Yeah.
And by default, is that therefore the bigger belt? Because the person makes the belt. The belt doesn't make the belt.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of becoming that way. I don't know. I still like the idea that it's the World Women's Championship. Got the lockjaw in, and she's tapping straight away.
Lockjaw win for Britt in her hometown.
Nice. Jamie should have got more wins.
The thing on this is like Britt lost the pay-per-view match, the last pay-per-view match, right? Where she was challenging Mercedes Moné.
That was 2 pay-per-views ago, but yeah, your point stands.
2 pay-per-views ago. Has she won any matches on pay-per-view since then?
No, she hasn't been on TV since then, I don't believe.
Yeah, so that's just a little bit where it's just been a bit like, okay, so you lost your last title match, and now you're going into, now it's being hinted that you're going into another.
You're back in Pittsburgh, yeah. I mean, it's yeah. Serena carrying on the attack on Britt Baker. Surprised that.
Oh, okay.
Queen Amanata's coming out. Okay.
All right, we're giving some time, but I don't know how much I like the idea of giving time at the expense of Britt if we're doing more with Britt.
I suppose it's when's is Mariah getting involved? Apparently not.
No, she's just watching. Why would she get involved? In all fairness, why would she?
Mm.
We kind of got some heat back on Serena. Aminata comes out, raises the arm of Britt, Mariah.
We haven't seen Chris since she won the Chicago street fight. Yeah, that is a bit ridiculous, man. That is a bit ridiculous. It feels like they had momentum and they've just stopped again.
Mm. The issue is they've got 2 heel champions.
Yeah.
So you need baby faces to challenge for them.
You do. But then if that's the case, like even Willow, we haven't really seen. I think we've seen Willow once or twice, but like nothing major.
I remember this is a really good match. This is just that. This was just like how good is Joe? Well, here's your answer.
Yeah. That was the first time Hook lost, wasn't it? I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. WWE does better stories that doesn't involve a title. But that's with every story in AEW has a title.
They're saying that Taz was attacked earlier.
Oh, he's going to swear.
So it's a whodunit. We got a whodunit. Who attacked Taz?
Who's done it? It won't be Nigel McGuinness, will it?
Oh, well.
Storyline, it makes complete sense.
Who was, I couldn't answer.
Here he is, Christian Cage. He's your daddy. Who's your daddy? Nothing done. The first 5 years. He hasn't been here 5 years, Dan.
No, but he's been here for about 4 years, isn't he?
No, not that long. About 3 years. Probably 3
years. It was 2021, wasn't it? Because he make his return. Yeah, it was 2021 because he made his return to at the 2021 Royal Rumble because he had no fans in attendance for his freaking WWE return after all those years. He had to wrestle in front of a bunch of TV screens. So his first time in front of an audience was a pandemic-era AEW, if I remember correctly.
Right, maybe so. I don't know. I'm going to look because I do want to know. Allow me to search it up.
I do believe I am accurate.
I didn't think it had been that long, but I mean, he obviously took the belt off Kenny Omega.
You're only saying WWE does better stories that doesn't involve a title. I think part of that is because I think they've got more. Because I don't know, but better is so subjective. But I think they have got more consistent television characters. In that, we mentioned earlier about Chris being gone for a while. AEW does have more of a rotation. People will be on for a while and then gone for a while, which can cause some people to lose momentum if they're gone for more than just. There's one thing missing a week, but there's another thing when you miss a month. And I wonder if the consistency in the character, because there is great characters in WWE. We know who we know who those characters are.
Yeah,
and as such, we can imagine why this character B would infuriate. It would be the protagonist to characters A antagonist. We can see that quite simply with WWE's. And getting time. Sorry, Karen.
No, please carry on. I thought you'd finish your thought.
No, that's pretty much it. It's like there's that consistency with, seeing people week in, week out, and because there's perhaps some more defined characters, we get to get more engaged and emotionally attached to those characters. Ergo, care more for their stories that they then become involved in, and it becomes like that soap opera. We see them every week, so we're attached to it every week. We don't necessarily get that with AEW because it's a different model.
Well, I'd say that WWE has more popular TV time. They have 5 hours a week between SmackDown and Raw, and they also don't have as many titles. Every AEW storyline has a title because everyone has a title.
Yeah, I gotta admit, like I'm not the biggest fan of all the belts. Like, like there's a lot. I do understand it at the same time. But I think there's an element of me. It's like, okay, if you had that many titles, then at least have a reason for the divisions.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? Just like
what
separates people going into this division versus that division.
Who's got the 3-way belts at the minute, Dan?
I don't know.
No, neither do I.
No, the trio. You mean the trios titles, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it might actually be the patriarchy. Actually,
I was gonna. No, yeah. It was either or was it the Bucks?
Oh, did BCC win them? No, BCC won them.
Oh, yeah. Yes, you're right. You are right. BCC won them.
Do they still have them? Is that because they're doing the thing with you.
They ain't gonna have them drop any fools.
Point is, we could probably name you the if you're watching the product. Yeah, exactly, and that's a problem. And even then, we don't have a concisive answer.
Right, So, no, I'm sure it is BCC.
Right. Watch what Christian says about Pittsburgh. I missed it. Sorry, I was enjoying myself too much. I agree with Dan. Says Jackie Boy. Danielson Omega was amazing. Early 8. Oh, Mariah's here.
I'm glad you agree with me, Jack. I wish I knew what it was you agreed with me on.
I think it's your titles.
Oh, titles or the stories?
WWE telling better stories.
Oh, interesting. They're actually making that a story point.
Yeah. Who's siphoning the world title shot? Who teamed with Yuka?
Oh, I think they're actually talking about Willow. Not.
Oh, okay, good. Okay. Yeah, cool. Okay, cool. I'm down with this. What I would say though is again, if you do, you're right though, Dan. In terms of like the early title reign of anyone, it'd be great to see Willow on the 4th because you wouldn't know who was going to win that.
Yeah.
But that's going to be a problem whoever you put her up against.
Well, there's always problems with the first 3 title defenses.
Is that right? Is it right?
Because you always expect longer title reigns.
Mm-hmm.
So you rarely buy into the first, challenger. So the reason why in WWE, Kane, if there was often a first challenger for someone when they won a title. Well,
it's Nyla Rose in AEW, isn't it?
It's quite, like the idea is that, we'll go with the person that looks like a threat. And it's like, they may look like a threat, but, with Kane, we all knew that Kane, Kane was the guy that put the top guy over.
Yeah.
And if the person's just won the title, we'll use Benoit as an example. He's just done 2 pay-per-views in a trot where he's beaten Triple H and Shawn Michaels. He's tapped out Triple H in the first one and tapped out Shawn Michaels on the second one.
Yeah,
he's not losing to Kane on the next show.
Yeah.
Oh my God! I said
the Iron Savages. You said earlier on
show like this, and we do.
But I thought they were well over. Like, why would you put them against the face tag team? Anyway,
Iron Savages are quite. And this thing, I actually like the Iron Savages. I don't know necessarily.
I haven't seen enough.
As like in-ring performers, I don't think I like the name. But like, I think they. Yeah, listen to the crowd. I think they have. I think they have something. I genuinely do.
Yeah. I agree. But that's why I question why we're putting them against Private Party. But
Well, they're a they're a team for Private Party to get a quick TV win over because they're not getting pushed really at the moment. You know, they're a character team that can get a reaction. Whether or not it's the right reaction if they're playing heels, but
I don't know. I just think someone like the Righteous would be better for him to have a quick 5-year match against. Or, I mean, yeah,
that'll be a finish.
Gin and Juice didn't really catch all of it though. It was a bit of a weak finish as well.
But at the same time, yay and nay. I kind of think like that move works with the body scissors because the idea is that you're using your legs to throw them out. Whether you catch the head or you catch the body, you're still throwing them out.
I think it was the legs part that didn't work as well, though. But I wouldn't even blame the Private Party for that because he should have jumped more. But
I think it's just one of those things. But I still think it was logical.
Okay.
It might not have been as tight, but the idea is still that it's the body scissors, you know, that threw him out.
Hook is pissed off about his father being attacked. He absolutely is. I was showing the highlights earlier of the very first crownings of the tag champs, which was between Private Party, Young Bucks, and SCU, wasn't it?
Yeah, if I remember correctly, didn't the Bucks put Private Party over quite early on into their AEW career?
Yeah. And then they've been plagued with injuries ever since.
A lot like Top Flight in many ways. Johnny saying, how about a triple threat? Mariah versus Willow versus Britt. I mean, you could do it.
Yeah.
You could do it.
Yeah, definitely.
Again, my general rule when it comes to triple threats is would I rather see the triple threat more than any combination of singles involving those three people? And for me, the answer is, no.
Oh, Young Bucks are coming out. This is cool. I mean, I hadn't even thought about the Young Bucks, but yeah, of course it should be here. They've been the most.
This is beautiful. I love that entrance.
Oh, it's great. It's great. And it's great that they're just using for them as well.
Yeah.
You can't have an anniversary show without the two people who built this damn company, your EVPs, Matthew and Nicholas Jackson. What did I tell you?
Matthew and Nicholas Jackson. The EVPs are out, baby.
Yeah.
Super confident. And I don't know. I have an idea. I heard that we have a substantial overrun tonight, so there's definitely time for this particular.
Yeah, we've got another 50 minutes left on this show. I said pay-per-view there.
Well, it certainly feels like a pay-per-view, Dan.
Nicholas and Matthew put their World Tag Team titles on the line against you two right here, right now, in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I assume they're not going to do that.
Yeah, no, they're not going to do that.
Actually, we have super limited dates, and we're not going to waste a date on a crappy town like Pittsburgh. Sorry,
guys. Matthew Jackson saying that they're not going to waste one of their matches on. Jack Perry attacking Private Party in the ring.
Okay.
So they're not feuding with Blackpool Combat Club anymore, or we've got several feuds?
Well, but I don't even know if... I mean, Blackpool Combat Club just buried him. I mean, is Shibata coming out?
Yeah, because of the Jack Perry thing earlier, remember?
Jack Perry thing earlier. Oh. Okay. I'm not into Shibata versus Perry, actually, to be honest.
It's a very Wrestle Dream match, though.
Is it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
You got to think the whole purpose of Wrestle Dream is its inspiration from Antonio Inoki.
Yeah, fair enough. What's Okada going to do at Wrestle Dream then?
Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping we'll get an idea tonight. Johnny says he wants to see Marina become a champion in 2025. Again, titles are, are props in a story. I don't know if I want to say, I don't care if Marina's a champion or not. What I'd love to see, though, is Marina get matches against people that complement her style of wrestling, because nobody does what Marina Shafir does, and she's great when she does it. We've watched some fantastic Marina Shafir matches on my Sunday night streams.
Have you? Well, she's been wrestling a lot, hasn't she, outside of the company? A hell of a lot.
Say that again, sorry?
She's been wrestling a lot outside of AEW. I've seen a lot of matches in the past 3 years, yeah.
Bizarrely, some progress brought her over here for last week, and then they stuck her in a triple threat. And I was like, and I can well imagine what it was, right? I could be wrong, but I can well imagine it was. They had Nina and Kanji already booked, and then Marina Shafir debuted on AEW, and they were like, quick, get Marina Shafir over here, but we don't want her at a match, so we'll just stick her in a match that we already had planned. So we'll do a three-way with triple Marina versus Nina versus... But Marina's style doesn't, befit a standard triple threat match. You know, but you stick her in a singles match with the right kind of person, and man, you get magic. MVP on screen right now with an announcement.
It's not going to be the Hurt Business just yet, is it? Or is it? Is that going to be the talking point? He's going to introduce someone? No, he's not. No, he's not.
Lana coming and interrupting.
And you know one thing else? I noticed that a lot of you people walking around here in AEW, you forgot something. You forgot that.
What have they forgot?
Wrestler. That's right.
Nana saying that MVP forgot that Prince Nana was a wrestler.
Well, both used to be a wrestler, Dan. Who does?
Oh, Shelton.
Shelton Benjamin.
The AEW viewing audience, to my business partner and the president of our complaint department, Mr.
Shelton Benjamin, the president of the complaint department of MVP's business.
Oh, mate, can we have a more formed out right to censor, please, from these guys? So that'd be great, please. Actually, a right to censor type thing could work really well right now in AEW. Oh, John Huber.
Oh, Brody Lee. Yeah, man. Yeah. I remember the debut of Brody Lee. I remember the 4 or 5 minute match where he just destroyed Cody.
Mate, I mean, that was the first show they did with no audience.
Yeah, it was great.
He never performed in front of an audience in AEW.
That's crazy, right? Like, that is crazy.
Yeah, it wasn't in AEW for a long time before sort of passing, but certainly had a huge impact. And
it's crazy that he had a huge impact in a time with no audience, because normally you need an audience to get over, right?
Absolutely, but you think about how WWE didn't use him to his full potential whatsoever.
I remember getting really excited when they put the IC title on him, and we were getting like, I've forgotten what his WWE name was.
Luke Harper.
And I remember like we were getting like Dolph Ziggler versus him, and I was like, oh man, because I'd already seen his stuff, so I knew. And then it was like, I know, like a month title reign or something daft like that, and then he was back to being in tags. I was like, oh, this is such a shame, because there was, oh my god, like Luke Harper promos and matches. Sign me up. Yeah,
man. I mean, he had one main event match in a WWE pay-per-view, which was him versus Randy Orton, I believe. And that was in the feud where it was all Randy and the Wyatts and all that sort of stuff. And that build, he had like a fast lane or something match, a main event against Randy Orton, which people were well behind. I also remember an outstanding match after he'd come back from injury against Dominik Dijakovic. And it was at WrestleMania one weekend. And his return to in-ring after an injury for Luke Harper was at an Access show, and so with like 70 people there was the return of Luke Harper, and people couldn't believe it. And him and Dominic Dijakovic went out there and put on a banging match as a middle finger to the management. Do you know what I mean? You could tell.
Yeah. No, I would like. I'm gonna have to, watch that match. Actually, I don't think I've seen that match.
Yeah, return from injury at an Access is mental.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, for a star like Harper, Okada having the night off at Wrestle Dream. Do you reckon? I don't reckon he will. No, I don't reckon he will.
No, I don't think so. No, either.
Can't wait for Bobby versus Swerve. Bobby is going to be great in AEW. Potentially, if you tell the right stories, man, and they're setting up characters right now, and I'm down with the characters because it feels like something different. So, yeah, I think the Hurt Business were a great faction anyway, and I do believe there's. I didn't think they're telling a different story here, but I'm down with the characters that they've introduced so far. With Shelton Benjamin as the officer of the complaints department, I'm down with that. It feels different.
Same, absolutely.
I'm fully convinced that Shane is coming to AEW now after another photo. That's 3 in 3 months. It's not a coincidence. It's just when, not if. Wow. My favorite storyline is MJF called Tony Khan and Mark. Mate, that promo that he fired, that was an angry promo from MJF.
It was.
I know I said last week I don't believe it anymore, but after another photo, there is no way Shane isn't coming to AEW. Wouldn't have taken that photo if it was coincidence.
No, here's the thing. Like, the reason why you say that, but is because people like to just work the audience, and it's only a small audience that is seeing that. So, like, the idea that they, do it. I could well imagine them doing it with no plans. I could imagine them doing it with plans, but knowing wrestlers the way I do, yes, I absolutely believe they could do it with no plans because it gets people talking and it's funny.
Hi, Tyson. How are you doing?
We got a
main event time
minute match coming up now.
Main event time. Oh, so I'm guessing Okada's not losing that Continental Championship, Dan.
I don't think he's losing the title.
Mate, could we just do it though? Just to fucking put us off, like surprise us. Hi, John Horney. Lovely to see you, John Horney. Hope you're feeling good. Shelton deserves a bit of a push again, finally. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if he'll be wrestling or not. Do you reckon he'll be wrestling, Dan?
Say that again. Sorry.
Do you reckon Shelton Benjamin's going to wrestle?
Yes.
Yeah, I'd assume so. You can't have another manager, can you?
No. Shelton's good.
I always loved Shelton. He would have been WWE champ. What a performer. Hell yeah, man. Good fit for AEW, to be honest, and potentially should have been there a lot earlier. But do we have too many people?
I was waiting for you to say, I was expecting you to say that.
Yeah.
Every time
I say the same
someone
shit
comes
every
on,
time.
You have to lose someone.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. So where's the space?
But then
I don't know.
We were talking about like AEW's, what's it called? Not revolving, but they do rest.
Seasonal wrestlers, yeah. Seasonal performers. Yeah, I mean, Lashley's great, so we'll see. Is Party Boy and ready to get a party on and his groove showing? I certainly am. Yeah, we don't have Final Countdown, Dan.
Right. Yeah, no, we don't.
Is Danielson coming out? Which means he can't be losing it here because he's got to lose it to Final Countdown. Love that coat, by the way. Amazing.
Oh, it's outstanding. I wish I knew who made it. I'll have to find out because it is great.
It is really nice, isn't it? I wonder if it's the same person that makes Osprey gear. Do you know the person that makes Osprey's gear?
I don't know them, but I do. I know them and I don't know them. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know them personally, but I know the person he uses, yes.
Yeah, cool. Well, Osprey's gear's been outstanding as well. So.
Oh, yeah, it's great. Absolutely great.
Shane doesn't want Triple H and Stephanie to show up at his front door.
I mean, he probably does. They're, sister and brother-in-law.
So, yeah, they'll be having tea together, watching the new Netflix documentary on Vince McMahon together.
Yeah.
Oh, do you fancy coming round and watching the piece on Dad?
Let's see what they do. Great documentaries, Netflix.
A lot. That's been getting a lot of flack. Actually, I've not seen it yet. Have you watched it?
I've watched one episode. I did an interview for the newspaper actually last week with my wife. We were interviewed about it.
Okay, cool.
So I was like, we watched. It was like one of those things where I was like, I'll give it one episode because then I'll know everything I need to know from that one episode.
Yeah.
And it was one of those things where it's like, if you're a wrestling fan that's like really diehard wrestling fan, you probably know everything that's in all of these episodes, Yeah. But you got to remember, it's just not for you. It's a Netflix documentary meant for Netflix viewers, not just for diehard wrestling fans.
Yeah, I've kind of got no interest, but I would watch it with our lass. It's the type of thing that I'd like to watch with Becky because she's not a wrestling fan.
I have no reason to justify watching it. Time now that I've seen one episode. I think that from what I can gather, episode 5 would probably have more kind of stuff.
5 and 6
it relates to accusations, but for the most part, like a lot of the stories that are even recycled in it are still very much the WWE version of the stories. It also does come across in this in no way as a defense of Vince McMahon or anything along those lines. So don't want anyone think that I'm defending Vince in this. I'm just merely pointing out that it does come across as though this is very much look at how bad this company was when it was run by Vince, but now we've gotten rid of Vince. Vince is the problem. Vince is gone. Look forward to WWE coming to Netflix in January. Do you know what I mean? So it's like,
there's a lot of layers to it.
There's all of these problems with WWE, but they weren't WWE's problems; they were Vince's problems, and now the bad man hath gone.
Slay the dragon. Shelton Benjamin is indeed all elite. Yeah, I like I said, I don't think I'd watch it without Becky, to be honest with you. But at the same time, I'm a guy who's
there's 70% of the people that's taking part in the poll think that Okada is winning.
Really?
Yeah.
Guys, come on.
And I voted for Danielson. So,
You better start rapping for us when the party starts. I don't rap. Like I say, it's the type of thing I'd watch with our last. But then I'm the person who went and did a full deep dive on the channel about the Janelle Grant Vince McMahon lawsuit, where I basically did an 2-hour long episode where I read through the court case. Do you know what I mean? I don't think there's going to be much there. Like
there won't be. No, I mean, if there's anything, maybe there's some content on some of the older stuff, but as I understand it, a lot of older stuff that, like I say, is the WWE version of events. There's a number of stories that just are factually inaccurate, Like, I didn't see the episode, but I did hear that they've got, a story about how it's the usual Hogan story. I didn't know that Andre was actually going to put me over, and what else was there that he's just put in there? Andre had back surgery before the match. It's like, no, he didn't. But that's the WWE.
I'll be honest with you. I have listened to every single one of Jim Cornette's reviews of the Vince McMahon episodes, to be honest with you.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, isn't that weird? And I'm not interested in the episodes themselves, but I have listened to his opinions on them.
I think I'm going to have to tap out, mate. I'm really struggling.
That's all right, dude.
So I do apologise.
That's all right. It's only Okada and Danielson. I mean,
I know. I didn't sleep a lot for the last few nights, and obviously I'm stressing a lot because I have a show coming up.
Do have a show on Friday. Well, best of luck with the show, Dan. Everyone can catch it on Pro Wrestling News channel. The link is in the description, so go and give him a subscribe, and it'll come up on your feed. Is the first half members free this time or not?
Certainly the first hour and a bit, starting at 7 o'clock, will be a members only portion. I believe the first match will certainly be a members only match also.
Goodness gracious.
I just saw, you don't know, Jackson, one detail I didn't know about Owen. Put it in. I'd like to know what detail that you didn't know. Eddie Van Halen ready to play some guitar while watching this incredible match.
Nice. Eddie Van Halen is back. This main event is going to be great, but not much time leads me to believe there'll be interference and no clear winner. They've got another half hour, mate. They've got until 10:30. These two guys are some of the best wrestlers out there. Absolutely, man. And the other matches have been great, haven't they?
It's been a good episode.
Did he break his arm against Okada?
He did.
Yeah. So that'll play into the story, no doubt. Cool. Well, you get off, mate, and you can watch Jack's comment in a minute. Yeah. Thanks very much, love. I love you. And I'll see you.
For having me.
No, thank you, dude. And I'll see you soon. Good luck with Friday. Have a great time.
Thank you. I won't. Take it easy.
Peace, man. Thanks very much, love. Ta-ra. There we go. Dan is gone. Thank you so much for Dan for joining us. Like I say, you can find a link to his channel in the description down below. Free wrestling to watch this weekend, man. And let me tell you, there's going to be some belters. And not just that, if you remember on his channel, you get to watch like the full show. Alex Windsor and Nina Samuels. That is going to be banging. So do check it out. Let's go. You got to the Anthony only part of the stream. That's right. It is 3 a.m. and we are still going. I'm so pumped for this match. Let's go, Sandman. Let's go. I watched all on Wednesday. Made well, I say, as a documentary maker, but few revelations. But it fell victim to there's so much Netflix can't cover. We'll get a big documentary at some point, but I think part of the issue is the story is not. I think it'll be held like a bit like Wrestling with Shadows, as in it caught a time that was a big time to capture. I think from what I've sort of heard, but I don't know. UK fans are the best. Yes, they are. Hello, I'm here for the main event and got to watch it on the best channel on YouTube with the whole family. Thank you so much, UK fans are the best. I appreciate you for joining us. The Madman Max is here. Hello, Madman Max. How are you doing? Lovely to see you. Eddie Van Halen says hello. I hope all these new people saying hello have subscribed. Ready to play some guitar while watching this incredible match. Everyone get up and jump. Bam, bam, bam. Bam, 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 but found dubious. What a day. Let's high. Owens' blood stayed on the over the edge ring, but I've seen how fast WWE stage hands work. The over the edge / reek was 15 minutes. Yeah, but it's not. It's already been disproven, hasn't it? Because that was actually from a bloodbath match, which happened on Heat, which was filmed before. So I think that's one of the ones that, again, was factually sort of, from what I've heard, what I read. It's 3 a.m. and you know what I mean? Let's get partying. Yes, 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 yes. We are back on CBS. I'm 100% a 3 a.m.er. Mate, me too. I'm 3 a.m.er right now. That's fine by me. Oh, yeah, squad. Having a great time tonight. Watching some Dynamite. Two of the best wrestlers doing their thing. Yeah, I hope you've all hit that like button. There's Okada and Danielson in the corner right now. Going for a chop, but no, instead going for a forearm. Multiple forearms there from Okada to Danielson. The facts are a pinch of salt. Yeah. They're always were going to be, yeah. It is fascinating. I think, like I say, it'll later on. It'll be held as a timepiece. I think. I'm celebrating Dynamite with a nice cold one. Got some Ginger Wisers right now. Nice, man. Alpha Ginger's got some Ginger Wisers, baby. Okada up and single leg flapjack from Okada sends Danielson down. Anything you should drink on a Wednesday night? I'd have a drink with you if I had some. Let me have a look. That is a negative. No beers for Anthony. I've got rum. Be back. Oh, I'll have a glass of rum with you. My dude. Okada sending down Danielson. Either that or rum rocks. We've got to celebrate 5 years of the best wrestling show in the world. Well, let me pour myself a drink with you, my friend. We need a bit more drink. There we go. That'll do. It's boss time. It certainly is. It's 3 a.m. It's time. Cheers, everyone. Thank you very much for joining me. 5 years of Dynamite. 5 years of live streams. How many live streams have I done, roughly? Oh, I don't think I set the playlist for this one. Let's have a look. It'll tell me in my playlist, roughly. Although sometimes you do forget to put them in the playlist. Let's have a look. 222 streams of Dynamite in our playlist. Almost everyone, just myself, and or Dan joined me a lot. Dom joined me for the few early ones, covering the tribute show to John Hoover with Dom. Remember that back in the day? Wow, 220 streams, 222 streams, unbelievable. It's boss time, certainly is, man. Certainly is. What's that in hours? So that's 2 hours. 2 times 222 is 444. How many days is that I've been streaming? 444 hours into days. 18.5 days worth of content on the AEW live streams for you to watch. 18.5 days of me hanging out, watching some wrestling with my friends. Crazy, right? Little, come on, Brian. I'll be so sad when Brian retires from full time. Yeah, me too. I mean, I regret not streaming AEW from the start. I'll be honest with you. I didn't start until a couple of months into AEW, but so many people were doing it as well. I was like, there's no point. I co-hosted the second Rampage with you. You certainly did. You certainly did, Jackie boy. I suppose that AEW live streams will have some Rampage in it. It'll have some, I think, one Collision in it, maybe. It'll have some Dark in it. I did enjoy doing Dark at one point, just to watch different talent, you know. It feels sad because a lot of my childhood favorites are either part-time or retired now. I mean, me too. The one with the GOAT, the one and the only CM Punk. Indeed, my dude. Indeed, yes. That was a good show. Part-time or retired. I mean, Jericho's still going. He was I wouldn't necessarily say childhood favorite for me. I'm a huge CM Punk Mark, if you didn't know. Haha. Yeah, I know you are. And so is Jackie Boy. Do you miss Cody in AEW? No. I felt he'd done his time right in AEW, and the AEW fans were starting to turn on him. And unless he was going to change things up, I don't think it was going to be good. And it felt very much towards the end of his run like it was very much Cody Island anyway. I threw up my burger and Pepsi off screen. Did you really? I don't remember that. Jericho and I met, and I want him to retire. Wow. Harsh. Danielson struggling to escape Okada. Nigel calling him out. Johnny, to a degree, I feel like Cody contributed more backstage. I agree. I think TV got worse when Cody left. His character was getting a bit annoying towards the end, though. It certainly was. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I kept throwing up secret. Really? I didn't know that, Jackie Boy. Danielson, Irish whip into the corner. Going for the forearm, missing. Okada lifting him on top. Beautiful drop kick. Sends Danielson down. Sends him down. I'm surprised they're not playing more into the arm in this match, to be honest with you. I thought they would. Still, my favorite AEW moment ever was seeing CM Punk back. Probably one of the best wrestling moments. Nothing will ever take away from that. I waited 7 years for that. Yeah, man, it was huge. It was a huge wrestling moment. Sending him into the barrier. That Cody and Sammy ladder match was a nice touch on his AEW career. Yeah, man. Sammy did a great job as well during that match. Really good match. Yeah, I remember that. I do think AEW has been on fire the last few weeks. I really do. It's good to see. Big boot there from Okada sends Danielson to the outside. Okada chants from the crowd. Nice. I was so excited by Punk's return as his straight edge character. It means so much to me. Nice, man. Nice. Breaking up the count. Sending Okada into the other side of the barricade. Now the big drop kick putting him down. Same Jack, even though I'm not a straight edge, I think the movement is absolutely incredible, and I'm all for it, says Jake. My favorite AEW moment was the debuts of Adam Cole, Bryan, and Ruby Soho. That was a good debuts, my dude. It was a well done debuts. Well done debuts. My favorite moment. Favorite Dynamite moment, or well, I suppose you've gone with the pay-per-view moment. I mean, the biggest moment is probably CM Punk's return. I'd agree with that. All in Wembley was really, really cool to see a promotion doing so well in a massive arena in the UK. Was outstanding. Love that. Danielson drop click. I bought a new vape today. New vape machine. It's working all right. Sorry, I've been on a much higher. You might have noticed I'm vaping a lot. It's because I'm on a lot less milligrams than I normally am. Trying to cut it down again. But yeah, at the minute I'm just like, I need something. I know this isn't wrestling related, but have you heard the song "Ole" by the Bouncing Souls? It's an incredible song. If you haven't, please listen when you get a chance. I was listening to it again. I will do, man. I will do, man. I'm going to put it in my phone right now. Ole. Bouncing Souls. There you go. A song I've been getting into is Witch Doctor by... I can't remember who it's by. Uppercuts being exchanged by both people right now. Because I barely drink and don't smoke, and most do. I'm very tolerant, but I see him being massive while being straight edge. Cool, man. Fair enough, my dude. Yeah, it's not Witch Doctor by the cartoons, before anyone says that. Witch Doctor by D-Stat. Oh, it's so good. So cool. Omega and Hangman versus the Young Bucks, my favorite AEW tag team match. Incredible at Revolution. Incredible. I don't know what my favorite moment was, man. I really don't. It's really hard. Been so many good moments. Sting was a great moment. Sting was a wicked moment. Big surprise as I was sat on stream going, oh, it's probably Glacier. And then suddenly it's Sting. I was like, get in. Yeah, great. I mean, there's been loads of great moments. I think Hangman setting Swerve on House on Fire was a really well done moment. Thunder Rosa, Britt Baker, that lights out match was an incredible moment. Kenny Omega, Danielson, incredible moment. You know, I know these are matches, but they just stand out, man. They just stand out. The bloodbath with Malachi Black was a moment, I guess. My favorite Dynamite match ever was Blood and Guts 2022. 19 minutes have gone by. 19 minutes have gone by. Oh, come on, just tap out. Just give us a surprise, Tony Khan. Don't put this stupid stipulation on TV just to... Locking in his arm with his leg. Will Okada give up? Or will he just lose clean in a minute? There we go. He's got out. He's got out. There we go. Go for the Bo Psycho knee. There he goes. And he rolls out. Oh, the crowd are into it. The crowd are into it. Plus, I realise there's a huge part of why I largely don't care what people think of me. Nice, man. Nice. Good. Darby is my favourite reckless wrestler today. Reckless wrestler? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he's pretty reckless. 20 minutes has gone by. No, says Jackie Boy. Yeah, it was funny. It was funny. So now it's just the World Championship on the line. So how many of you said Okada was winning? Is that vote still going? 71%. You guys are so wrong. Using his body to attack Okada off the top rope. Let's go. Irish whip into the barricade. Smashes into it. More reckless Sabu or Darby? Whoa. Darby, I think. Although Sabu was crazy. Pile driver onto the chair. Oh, wow. His knee actually dented the chair as well. What's your thoughts on Deal or No Deal, the TV show? I personally love it, even though I'm not the biggest Neil fan. Mate, I think it's banging. I think it's the easy, light entertainment, isn't it? Easy, light entertainment. Oh, tough. Darby more reckless for sure, but I prefer Sabu. Interesting. Yeah, I think Sabu is reckless. But I just think Darby I think Sabu was in a more aggressive way. I think Darby's in this like spectacle way, you know. A good show, so Jack. Yeah, man, I agree. DDT on the outside from Okada. A lot of people into Okada tonight, actually. Alpha Ginger used to love Deal or No Deal. In fact, was watching it today for the first time in years. It was an old episode. I absolutely loved it as a kid. Nice, man. Nice. Yeah, I remember when it first came on telly. I used to watch it at work on our break many moons ago. Great show. Absolutely, man. And it's been better hanging out with you guys, so thank you so much. This is the best Okada match in AEW. I mean, it's not been great, though. It's been okay. But then by the end of the match, I'm probably going to say it's great. I don't think it's as good as the first match they had on pay-per-view. Personally. I think that probably was the best Okada match in AEW. But actually, he wasn't in AEW at that point, was he? Okada got Danielson on the top, drops him on the back of his neck. Here we go. Okada looks angry. You can't keep Danielson down. When he was on about the deal or no deal, I thought he was on about the TV deal for AEW. I was like, I don't really care about that too much. You know me, man. I'm just here to watch some wrestling. Like, it's the same with Shane McMahon. I'm like, if he comes in, cool. If he doesn't, fine. Incredible match. Yeah, it's good. It's good. Do you think Daniel Garcia resigns or goes to WWE? I mean, I think he'll go to WWE rather than resign. I don't know. I don't know how he'll do in WWE. I mean, Ethan Page has done really well in WWE. Bet on himself, and it's done well. I don't think there's a lot that have gone from AEW to WWE. So there's only like really Pillman, Ethan Page on that Daniel Garcia sort of level, I'd say. You know what I mean? And then you look at people like Andrade, who's like the level above, and I don't believe he's doing it on AEW at the minute, is he? Big, high angle superplex from Danielson. And that's what you come back from the break to. Wow. Big move. I think he goes to WWE, but I'm not the biggest fan of Garcia, to be honest. I don't think he's bad, but I don't think he's really great either. I think he's just a good mid-carder, to be honest. Yeah, I think he's good. I mean, I kind of felt the same about Ethan Page, but actually he's been... I always thought AEW missed out on Ethan a little bit by sort of sticking him with the hardest, to be honest with you, for such a long time. But at the same time, you can't push everyone, man. And WWE has more TV time and different levels of promotion and stuff like that. So someone like Ethan Page and Brian Pillman Jr. can really shine there, you know, and build up the characters and build up the repertoire within WWE. So, you know. I mean, I think WWE is silly for missing out on Okada. Big drop kick there from Danielson. Up. Goes around the back. Looks for a German, but unable to get it. Okada makes it to the ropes. Kick, knocks him off the ropes. And hits the German. Nice. Every Okada match is great, and every Bryan match is great. So, of course, this match is going to be a banger. Yeah, man. Of course, it was always going to be good. I just don't think Okada's had the same level as matches as I've seen him do in New Japan, but you know. But then at the same time, I wasn't watching every Okada match in New Japan either. So he goes for the Rainmaker, but he gets the kick up and another boot to the chest. What about Jade Cargill? Oh yeah, Jade Cargill won, didn't she? Jade Cargill's a really messy example because she is a superstar in terms of her presentation and look, but actually in terms of wrestling, it doesn't offer much, does it? And everything I've seen her do in WWE has been, you know, worse than what I saw in AEW, to be honest with you. Which is ironic because she was in training for such a long time. Oh, I've got a really itchy tattoo tonight. I'm going to put some cream on it. Can't find my cream. Ow, wrist. Don't play with yourself while watching the stream, please, Jack. You know what happened last time. You vomited your burger. I'm really excited for Bad Blood this weekend. Can't lie. It's gonna be an incredible show. I hope Punk wins. Nice, man. Well, enjoy it. Dan will be covering it on the channel if you want to come and hang out with him. Oh, Rainmaker. I will not stop watching my greatest matches of all time. Omega versus Okada 1-4. Yes, some of my greatest matches of all time. Phenomenal. Rainmaker. Will that be enough to put Danielson down? Well, he's taking a long time to cover, so I think it's going to be a no. But Danielson has been putting in a lot of offense into this match. We are currently on 3:22. I think I re-broke it. Dude, what have you been doing? You be careful, Jay. You gotta look after yourself, man. Head face to face. Gonna kiss. We're not gonna kiss. Do you know how uncomfortable it is to go face to face with someone like that? Forearm. Many more to come. I think we're getting the finish in the next 3 minutes, guys. I don't think they're going to have an overrun after the half hour. I think they've said they have, but I don't think they will have. I think you've got to finish this match in the next 2 minutes. And then you've got to have some sort of Mox angle, I'd assume. Bad Blood's only got 2 title matches on the card. Cool. I'm sure there'll be good matches. And the Punk McIntyre match is huge. I have to pick myself up with the balls. What do you mean? Sorry? Who's Ed Tristan? Forearms from Danielson. Rolling through with the forearm. Oh, bald fist. Okay. Oh, he lands on his feet. Beautiful German into a feet land. Burst Psycho knee. Oh, no, he didn't get all of it. Oh, but Okada did. Okada did. And a kick out there. Wow. Can't type well in for cast. You could never type well, Jack. It's not just the cast. Jeez Louise. Rainmaker, no, misses it. There you go. Hits his own Rainmaker. Saw 6. Johnny, but the feuds are incredible. I don't think Sammy versus Gunther should be on the show and not Raw, though. Oh, right. It's Sammy versus Gunther not on the show. Okay, cool. I don't know. I think I quite like WWE's 5 match pay-per-views. As long as they're good matches. Oh, my tattoo's gone all red from scratching it, and I'm still scratching it now. It's all just a bit scratchy. Okada got Danielson on his shoulders. Oh. Drops him down. Now Okada controlling the arm. Is he looking for the Rainmaker? Oh, here he goes. Big clothesline. And here come the BCC. That means it's 5 minutes till the end. And another one. Yeah, and remember Jack has a sore arm, so don't put him in an armbar. Del Rio style. Oh, no, I won't. I'm not allowed to. Moisten your ink. Don't know what that means, love. Backslide. Wins with a backslide. As the BCC looks on. Claudia Schmerkin. Yeah, I mean, it felt like a nothing finish, didn't it? Yeah, I don't think that was as good as the other matches they had. But there we go. Naka your ink? I don't know, man. Jack, I'll get you some Jack Danielson on the pain. He's teetotal, my dude. He's straight edge. Although when I met Jack at Pro Wrestling Eve, we were sat on a bench outside. This was funny. I think Jack had just had a beer. A Rainmaker puts him down, and I went to get up off the bench. Jack was sat on the end of the bench, and the bench tipped up, and Jack ended on his ass. Good times there, Jack. There we go. Okada's peed off. And here comes Claudio and Pac. I'd love that, says Jackie Boy. No, you wouldn't. You're teetotal. Straight edge. See him put like. There we go. Claudio and Pac helping Danielson up. Helping Danielson up. And I'm assuming here comes Moxley. Danielson fighting away. Realize what's happening. Moxley, the coward, coming in with Marina Shafir. Caught a pint, though. You did, yeah. You think this is about me, says Moxley? Let's get something through. Blueberry picking little brain. He's fighting for something much bigger than himself because no one else can, no one else will. Should have put him out of his misery years ago. Who's coming out? It's Wheeler Yuta. Everyone's running away from Wheeler Yuta. What do they have? A hammer? Okay, yeah, that'll do it. Yuta saving Danielson with a hammer. No, you didn't. John Moxley in the ring now against Wheeler Yuta. Not afraid of the hammer. Saying, are you going to do it? Come on, just hit him. Hit him. Danielson with the forearm. Claudio gets the hammer out of the way. Claudio's got the hammer. Oh, no, it's gone. It's gone. Pac and Danielson going at it. Yuta clears off Claudio. Okay, but I'm the real AEW champ. Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are, my friend. I used to be called Jack Daniels, to be fair, because I've always had a bottle of Jack Daniels in my hand and it goes well. Yeah, it does, Jakey. Till you treated me like a child. He is his own man. I am a man. I am a man. He can make decisions and fight his own fights. Oh, we don't need this promo. Next week. Title Tuesday. Oh, is it Tuesday next week? Is it Tuesday next week, guys? What do you say? What do you say? What do you say? Incredible match. I was once drunk in a WWE push-up, right? 9 out of 10. I'd give it an 8 out of 10, 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10, 7.5 out of 10. It was really good. I thought the opener was really good. I thought some of the other stuff wasn't as good. I thought the main event was fine. Good, but I won't say it was amazing. I thought the first match was amazing. First match was my favorite match of the show for sure. Mox versus Bryan. Going to be incredible. It was great first time, so can't wait for that. Can't wait for it again. Eddie Van Halen, Mox versus Bryan will be incredible, but not quite hot for teacher, baby. Let's go. And there we go. Wheeler Yuta and Danielson having a cuddle in the middle of the ring. As we end Dynamite right there, Wheeler Yuta screaming off camera, and the lights go to black. Guys, that is going to do me for the stream. Loving AEW storytelling at the moment, and what a way to end the show. Yeah, I just wish he didn't do the whole speech thing. He didn't need to do that, but there we go. What do I know? What do I know? I'm only a wrestling fan. I want to say a huge thanks to you, wrestling fans, though, that come and hang out with me. 8.5 out of 10 for me. That's fair enough, man. That's fair enough. AEW has been on fire recently, so do and come and hang out with me each week. Reggie, thanks, man. Cheers, dude. Appreciate it. I appreciate all of you. I appreciate all of you choosing to be with me each week watching the Gimme a Whole Year Wrestling podcast. So I'll see you in the next one. And until next time, peace out. Love you. Bye-bye. Good night. Bye. Bye. Ta-ra. Ta-ra. That's what I've been saying on my other channel. I say A up at the start of the show because I'm like, well, I'm Yorkshire and like, why not? Right? And then I'm like, ta-ra at the end of the show. I'm like, that'll get me over. It's working. 300 subs in 1 month. Pretty good. See you later. Bye. Love you. Bye. Bye. Bye.
Hello. Welcome. And give me a hell yeah. Give me a whole yeah. Give me a whole yeah. From the Spanish God, Sammy Guevara. Cheers to everyone watching in Yorkshire and beyond. I hope you guys have a great day. From the Spanish God. Shout out to Dom. Shout out to Anthony. You guys are smart because you're fans of me. And anyways, have a great day.
And I didn't end the stream. I didn't put the card up while I was looking at my phone. Whoops.